Oh, wait a minute. Hey, y'all. What's going on? Hold up. Hold up. Hey, y'all. I know before you start, I had something to tell y'all before I get started. Hey, I'm Sarah and TT and sorry, how y'all doing, kings and queens? But before I get started, I got an announcement to make. Let me see. Let me get to it. I thought it was very important. I had to let y'all know. It's very, very important. It was, let's see. Okay. Everybody know the daylight saving time will start March the 9th. The new daylight saving will start March the 9th. Now, Kroger's, y'all hear me good. Kroger's is giving out free hour back box for daylight saving time. Again, again, my peoples, Kroger is giving out free hour back box for daylight saving time. Y'all took it to it. And y'all remember, y'all heard it first at Perps, okay? And one more thing I want to tell y'all about. Y'all go get them free boxes from Kroger's. Kroger's don't give out nothing for free. Y'all get them free boxes from Kroger's, y'all, and get y'all some food for that day. It might be breakfast food, it might be some lunch, anything, but it don't matter because guess what? It's free. It's given to you from the store. Don't forget now, Kroger's. So what y'all want y'all to do is call Kroger's and see if they giving them out in your area, and you go get your free hour back box, y'all. I'm serious. Y'all heard it from me, okay? Now, if you're in North Texas and you may taste and smell different in water, the chlorine, in Plano right now, they said the chlorine is messed up for several of North Texas City receives water from the water district. Allen, Farmsville, Forney, Frisco, Garland, McKinney, Mesquite, Plano, Princeton, Richardson, Rockwall, Royce City, and Wiley. Okay? Your water's messed up there. It got too much chlorine. Okay? So if it smells funny and tastes different, that is the reason why. Again, several North Texas cities, it would be Allen, Farmsville, Forney, Frisco, Garland, McKinney, Mesquite, Plano, Princeton, Richardson, Rockwall, Royce City, and Wiley. Okay? The water district will temporarily change its disinfecting process to help prepare pipes for warmer temperatures that can increase bacteria growth, according to what they had said. Okay, so hey, we got it where? We got it first at perp. Where? First at perp. Yeah. Yeah, TT. Until 7. Well, TT, y'all check into those boxes, y'all. Tori, y'all check into them boxes. It did. Well, guess what? It's happening again now, Tori. It's messed up now. Okay, Sarah. But y'all gonna get y'all free boxes, shit. I'm gonna get me a free box. I ain't bullshit. I'm calling tomorrow over at Kroger's and see if they give me the free daylight saving boxes. I'm gonna give me one. If so, I'm gonna give me one. I'm gonna see my son. I'm gonna go see my son. So my son go and get him one. Tell my next door neighbors downstairs below me, go get them one. Tell my family, my sisters and brothers, go get them one. So I'm telling y'all, tell y'all peoples. Say stay lighting in here until 7. She says I always light out there till she at 7 p.m. But yeah, y'all, go get y'all free boxes, y'all. And guess what? It also be good for our elderly, y'all. If y'all know elderly, let them know to go get those free boxes. If not, y'all, she go get it for them. If they ain't got no way to go get it, maybe you can take them, or go get it for them. This boy make me sick. I get tired of him walking up on me like a ghost. He gonna mess around, fine. He gonna fuck around, he gonna find out. Yeah, y'all, I'm serious. Go get y'all free food, y'all. You know, I love y'all. I want to see y'all get everything I get. Take better down. I want y'all to get it, too. Yeah. Go get them free groceries. Y'all, also, my picture might look like it's real big. Well, StreamYard is messing with everything all over again. Something going on. They done design a scene, a demo scene, 1 and 2 on your StreamYard, and they put some more stuff on her. I'm like, what the hell is this? And somebody some more stuff they got. I'm telling y'all. Yeah, they gonna get your free stuff. But let's get started, y'all. On Miss Angie Stone, y'all. I just gotta be something. Right, I'm gonna get one too. Yeah, I'm gonna give me one. Shoot. Y'all go get y'all that free boxes, y'all. Get them free boxes, y'all, for y'all house. Your kids, your neighbor, maybe elderly who ain't getting no meal, meals on wheels or whatever. Take them and go get it, or see if you can pick it up for them. So yeah, I just want to put that out there, y'all. Let y'all know that it's free meals out there for March the 9th. March the 9th. What day is March? March the 9th is this? Is this? Let me see what day. March the 9th this week. Let me see. Oh, it's March the 9th is Sunday, y'all. Sunday. Y'all get y'all free meal. Y'all call Kroger's and get y'all free food. Call Kroger's and get your free damn food. Okay? I meant to tell y'all about it the other day, but it's in my mind. I had forgot. I forgot to tell y'all about Kroger's, about the free food. So yeah, I forgot. But but when I seen it again today, it reminded me. But it's like maybe like 2 days ago when I first found out. I forgot to tell y'all. I think I may not have went live. So if I go live again, I'm gonna tell my people so they can go in and get them free hour back stuff from Kroger and get them some free food for that day. Yeah, I say it may be breakfast food or but it's free. It might be some juice, some stingy snacks. Some for you. Thank you, Sarah, baby. But yeah, y'all do that. Let me go and get started. Y'all, it's been the worstest thing could have happened about Miss Stone, y'all. It's a lot of shiznix and got a lot of music in here, so let's listen.
Unfortunately, what I have to say in revealing what I witnessed,
it's kind of low. You might turn your phones up, y'all,
in that
or your
time period
television.
was a very young Puffy, Sean Puffy Combs, that had really been busting his chops to appeal to Andre Harrell.
We haven't heard from Angie Stone in a while, but we forget that she was around during the start of Uptown Records. Now, she worked at MCA, but she had a close relationship with everybody at Uptown Records, from Al B. Shore, Faith Evans, Andre Harrell, who was ahead of Uptown Records at the time. But she also talks about Mary J. Blige and how she tried to help her out, and as well as Diddy. The only time that Diddy ever spoke to Angie Stone was after the 1991 stampede at the City College. So let's go ahead and get into the video right now.
You know, it seems like the topic at hand is P. Diddy. I'll take you all the way back to the early 2000s when P. Diddy had just become an intern at Uptown Records, which was housed in MCA Music, which was where I just happened to have a publishing deal as an MCA songwriter. Woo! Can we get into it, guys? Unfortunately, what I have to say in revealing what I witnessed in that time period was a very young Puffy, Sean Puffy Combs, that had really been busting his chops to appeal to Andre Harrell as the intern of life. He was getting it in. I mean, that was when Al B. Shore was there. That was when Jodeci was there. That was when Mantronic was hot. They were up against, you know, that kind of lineage. Mary J. Blige had just been brought to the scene. I just happened to be a fly on the wall at the time. Unlike so many other people that say they were there, I actually was on the ground floor of the groundbreaking P. Diddy as an intern, Mary J. Blige as a new artist, Total, and so many others that were coming through to the Uptown camp. I had never seen a hustle so intense as P. Diddy. He would run through MCA Records like he owned the place. I mean, he would dot. I'm like, who is that skinny little kid? He looks very much like his son looks now. I mean, it's uncanny, but it's almost identical. But he was running through that building like, I am the man, and if I'm not that man yet, I will be soon enough. Lo and behold, there was a writing room. I was an MCA songwriter at the time. I had just penned the song, Seems You Much Too Busy, by the group Vertical Hole. I know y'all remember that song. If you don't, go to YouTube, type in Vertical Hole and the song, Seems You Much Too Busy. You will see a 3-member group there singing, and I'm in the dark. That was what they did because I was overweight and they didn't want anybody to know how overweight I was, so they shadowed me in the dark, so all you saw was my face. That was an attempt to cover me so that it wouldn't hurt the sales of the record. At the time, it was very disheartening because I didn't think the way it had anything to do with my voice. You had 2 Tons of Fun. You had all these other big women that was out there putting it down, from CNC Music Factory and, you know, so many other people who wasn't caught up with that. But I just happened to be at a company where they were anal about how big you were. Unfortunately for me, I couldn't help it. The medication that I was taking at the time, which was prednisone, rendered me to be overweight. There was no way around it. Couldn't get lipo. I couldn't be cut, period, because you would bleed out. So that was something I had to skate across. Anyway, Puffy just happened to be an intern extraordinaire. And I can remember a gentleman by the name of Kurt Woodley, who was working for Andre Harrell at Uptown. And I come out of the booth from the writing room, which is a space that we all shared uptown, the studio, the publishing office, Tita Gray or James Jackson's office was right there on the shoulder of the corner, the east side of the building. And when I came out, Mary J. Blige's then manager let me know. He says, hey, can I talk to you for a minute? And he said, my name is Kurt Woodley. I said, yeah. He said, we found an artist that she kind of sounds like you. She reminds us of you, but she's not, you know, polished. And we really think that if you can work with her for a little while, you know, she has a possibility. I mean, she's not nowhere near ready right now, but I didn't know what he was talking about until he finished that sentence. And he said, we found her at the mall. She was out there doing karaoke. She was doing Anita Baker's music on a karaoke, and they discovered her. It just happened to be Mary J. Blige. And so they said, can you think you can work with her? And me, I could work with anybody at the time. I was what you call a goat back then. I was hungry. I was passionate about music. So I thought I could fix everything. And so I said, yeah, I'll work with her. So they told her, okay, you're going to work with Angie Stone. You're going to work with her. And so I took her to my house. At this particular time, I was living in Little Ferry, New Jersey. And I took her to my house. My then partner, Dave Bright, from the group Vertical Hold, was actually, all he was concerned about was trying to become the next big producer. He was infatuated with Teddy Riley. So everything was, you know, how you like this, how you like this. Well, for me, it was cool because at that time, Prince, that's right, the Prince, had given me all of his equipment. I had a Juno 106 that I prided. That was my pride and joy because Prince had used that to cut Jill Jones's material, his material. And he had moved out of his penthouse in New York, and he was really took a liking to me. He says, Angie, do you want this equipment and this furniture? Because he couldn't take it with him. And I said, yeah. I mean, he had zebra rugs, all purple leather furniture. It was awesome. And at the time, I couldn't fit it all in my house. So I said, I'm still working a 9 to 5. It's been rough. I said, but I'll find a storage place and put it into a storage place. I kept the keyboards and stuff in my house. The furniture and all that stuff went into a storage house near the west side. Lo and behold, I fell behind on the bill. This is very sickening because it should never have happened. And I went one day to settle my bill, and the building had sold all my furniture that Prince had given me. So somewhere, somehow, someone is sitting with all of Prince's stuff in their space, and they don't have a clue that they have Prince's stuff. The Juno 106, which was the keyboard I started recording on, Dave Bright and I broke up, and he kept it, kind of like hold it over my head. But enough of that story. Let me get back to the Mary J. Blige. So, Mary J. Blige comes to my house in New Jersey, in Little Ferry, New Jersey. And I had written this song called I Ain't Taking No Shorts. I wrote this song because they at Uptown, Kurt Woodley, Puffy, all of the powers that be was saying she ain't ready. She got to get her look together. We don't like the way she looks. And I thought she was very cool. She was average looking young teenager that, you know, obviously had to grow into womanhood, but she wasn't a bad looking girl at all. And you can clearly see that, given her beautiful features, that she was an attractive girl. But they looked at her as hood girl. And so I was angry for her. And I took the position, okay, I'm going to write some words that you can really sink your teeth into. And the song was, I ain't taking no shorts. No, not this time. And the first line of that song was, baby, don't you know what time it is? Time for me to begin.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so they weren't paying her. Mary J. Blige, if y'all got a history of Mary J. Blige, do anybody else have a history of Mary J. Blige? I do. When Mary J. Blige first started, y'all, she couldn't sing worth shit. And the dances y'all see her do now, same dance that Mary J. Blige been doing for the last 20, 30 years. She been doing the same dance, y'all. She ain't had no new dance. She couldn't sing. Just like Beyonce couldn't sing. They could hum. But they couldn't sing. They couldn't sing. Yeah. Mary J. Blige was hood. She's a hood chick. Mary J. Blige was a hood chick. Can y'all see she's still ghetto? Look at her. She's still ghetto. Look at her. Shit. He sure was by somebody else's look, Tori. He sure was, but then his look wasn't even that good. Yeah, TT. That's crazy, y'all. I feel bad too, y'all. It's heartbreaking. Yeah, the industry is cutthroat. The industry, y'all. When you think you got a team working for you, y'all, that woman had no team. She thought she had a whole team that was taking care of her stuff for her. She ain't had no team, y'all. They was undermining that lady. But I wonder, did they get paid to do that? But then that girl got some long ass money, y'all. Angel Stone got that old long. I'm serious. Angel Stone got that old money. Angel Stone go back all the way back to MC Hammer. Because when Mary first came in the industry, they didn't know what to do with her. She needed a lot of work. Yeah, she needed a lot of work. Yeah, and she was hood. She walked like a damn boy. She walked ghetto. She talked the ghetto. Like I said, she got the same damn one dance. That one dance. She got it down packed. It's so packed. Everybody got that one damn dance down packed. Yeah. She was DTT. She couldn't dress. Mary J. Blige couldn't do nothing, y'all. She was out there. They heard this as a fan. I'm happy to feel good for a whole month. Oh, Tori. I'm sad. I'm sorry about that, baby. Yeah, bad news make you sad. I'm tell you, baby. Baby, I already know. Mary J. not needed, ain't she? I don't know. I know that bitch can't sing, and she still can't dance. She can't sing, and she can't dance. She still can't sing and dance to her. And I came up with her when now, I like the 411 when it first came out, and it had another with Sweet Thing on there. And then she had about three CDs, 3 or 4 CDs that I liked when I was young. And when Joseph first came out, and well, somebody else, I forgot who it was. I can't remember. This is a group I used to like, but anyway, for then back then I guess it was okay, but now as life went on, Mary J. Blige couldn't sing. She couldn't sing worth shit. She couldn't sing worth nothing. To say, it was crazy. Oh my bad. And you also said nobody would sign DIDNT. Sure did. Nobody sure wouldn't. We was butterball self. TT, and you know it, girl. Yes, she was doing a remix. She sure was. She sure was. Yeah, when D'Angelo came out, Angela, she wrapped him up quick. She got him real quick, y'all. Let me see what I said. Yeah, real quick. Let's go to the C here.
I would never, ever, ever ever in my freaking life believe that Angie Stone's untimely unaliving was an accident. 5 miles from her house, a sprinter van with 8 people in it, and only one person out of the whole entire van, out of 8 people, is unalived. One person, a few minutes from her residence. If you break a mile down at 60 miles per hour, 5 miles is equivalent to 5 minutes, depending on the traffic or time of day it is. And now, from what I understand, it was at really early hours of the morning when that accident happened. Out of 8 people in the van, the person in the van who was the most important, I'm not saying everybody in the van wasn't important, but the person in the van that was most important, mostly known, was the one who gets unalived. And it's crazy because she just did a video recently exposing how she was being treated unfairly when it came to her royalties. And all of a sudden, it seems like after she made that video exposing that information, it seems like her time had already started ticking for her very last moments. Now, when it comes to Gene Hackman, we know that people pass away in threes, from what I was always told as I was coming up. Gene Hackman, being that he's an older guy, an older gentleman, 95 years old, he lived a good life. But that is really suspicious to me. Him, his wife, and his dog, and now all of a sudden, not even a handful of days, Angie Stone, something's not right here. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist or anything like that, but something's not right about these situations, guys. You guys all know that something is not adding up. The only question is who's next. But I don't believe Angie Stone's untimely passing was an accident. I know I'm right. It was not an accident, guys. No one's going to convince me it was an accident. That stuff was planned by the people that she exposed. Money will change everything, bro. Money will change everything. When you get exposed by ripping somebody off for money, you can expect that something's going to happen, especially if you're able to expose them with proof. Something's not right, bro.
Yeah, TT, I got you on that one, Mr. Cryer, y'all. I got y'all on that one. I see nothing. Oh, hell no. I know Mr. Cryer ain't doing no dictating on no Angie Stone. Yeah, Mr. Cryer, y'all. Mr. Cryer over in the another sector, y'all. Oh, in the Erica sector. That's funny.
For those who's worrying about the way I look, let me tell you something. I'm 62 years young. So at the end of the day, I don't care what you feel or think about me or how I look. We are aging every second. So don't be trying to size me up and judge me. I promise you, your day coming.
Yeah, she was 62, so she did that video last year. She did this video last year. She was 62 then, and they said she passed away at 63. So, yeah. Well, I ain't conspiracy theory, especially the lady said that she felt devils following her, and then she felt some type of way about a person saying they missed it. You sure right? Come on, girl. You sure right. And I think that's what happened. I think out of all them damn people in that doggone Sprinter van, out of all them people, I'm still confused. I'm still messed up.
The Sugar Hill Gang, Eighth Wonder, Apache. Sequence wrote those songs. Okay?
Are you serious?
We wrote those songs, and we were also the voices up until they got some singers. We did West Street Mob. So there was a lot of sweeping under the rug. They can't tell me hip-hop is not in our fabric because we wrote those songs for the Sugar Hill Gang. And we were the little country bumpkins that they never wanted to talk about. So when you hear, let's dance, I know you got the feet, but let's dance. Come on, get down. That's us. I know.
Y'all remember that song? Charlie, I remember them songs. Y'all remember songs? I remember them songs, y'all. I do. That woman did a lot of stuff she didn't get no credit for, y'all. Let's go on. Dang.
The ability to change my voice, to go from a soul singer into my girlfriend, to go there. There was a run that I do on the song that they started to write the show to. And when they started to write, they realized that if they go past this run, the ratings are low. But if they get it in time where they write on the run, they got, the ratings were super high. So they told me, not only is that a theme song, that song, it has magic to it. So yes, I was kind of shocked when people was like, I saw everybody on TikTok singing My Girlfriend. Girlfriends.
Now, who would have known Angie Stone did Girlfriend? I did not know that woman did Girlfriend. I didn't know that, y'all. I didn't know that. I'm surprised. When I found out, I'm like, what? She did Girlfriend? Let's see. 3 months ago, the lady said she been stealing. What? Wait a minute. 3 months ago, the lady said they been stealing her money, and then she got stuck with the third needle at the hospital and called staff inspection. Oh, I didn't know that part. Hey, Pap. I didn't know that part. Yeah, Master P and Dre, Dr. Dre sampled her songs and were major hits. But yeah, they were major hits, but damn, Tori. What did Dre and Master P do? They did a little bit. But I'm telling y'all, how I'm gonna play this video, but I want y'all to think about it. How a coincidence is it that out of all those people in that van, you the only one passed away? Let me see, just like
The ability to change my voice, to go from
my bad. D'Angelo, y'all. That's her man, her baby daddy, her son. Her son daddy. And I seen him too. He a big boy. He a big young man. He's a big king. He's a big boy. He's a big boy. He's a big boy. And this man had went to the funeral home, and he is also suspicious, y'all. Check it out. I don't want crazy.
Y'all, we just left Baptist South. They say Angie Stone has been released to her family this morning. The body has been released to her family this morning. They declined autopsy. They didn't want no autopsy done. The funny thing is, not funny, but the weird thing is that some guy that's told to be her manager of some sort had everybody in the hospital, nurses, anybody dealing with her and the crash and whatever, had them all sign non-disclosure agreement. That's why we haven't been hearing nothing, no updates, no nothing. Everybody involved, everything. They're all under non-disclosure agreements. Sound like some more industry bullshit.
Y'all, why would they need to sign that? Why keeping everything so hush-hush? Why would they not get an autopsy? Why would they not get an autopsy? Why would they want to sign that? Why would they want you to sign that piece of paper? Hello? Is anybody with me on here? Is I made it by myself? Am I the only thinker? And I don't want to just crazy the motherfuckers that think like that. Am I the only one got the thought? It was like Mr. Cryer. That man. I ain't the only one. What y'all think? What y'all think? Some fishy, yeah, I think so too. Did she have something to drink? I mean, I don't know. Why would you not get a body? Get at the corner, get an autopsy on the body. Yeah, something smells. Yeah, I feel so too. Yeah. She just left that concert. She just did that concert in Alabama. Just did a concert. Just did that concert. Just did it. Good spirit. Sung. Enjoy herself. Sprinter van got all these people in there. But she don't want to get unalive. Lethal. Okay, Tori, okay. And the 18-wheeler into the van. Now, I seen just that one side injury real bad. On the side, 18-wheeler here, the side it tumbled or what. But he had to hit that van mighty hard for just. I don't know, y'all. Shit, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. I've been trying to figure it out, y'all. It been going across my mind, boy. I tell you, I've been trying to get a wrap around and get my head wrapped around. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to get it, figure it out. But something just ain't right. And I promise y'all, we will come back and we will be here again and we will have the same conversation again. Something wasn't right. Damn. That wind is out of control, y'all. What the hell was that? The wind in Dallas blowing so hard, y'all. It's blowing stuff on my patio. Oh my God. Stuff flying everywhere. That's why I didn't work out this morning. It was so bad this morning, y'all. It was raining and the wind, and man, it was showing out here this morning. Yeah, gunk you round up, gunk you round, yeah.
That patio chair from the front door, I'll take front door.
I remember that song. And I remember the sequence. Back then, she wasn't Angie Stone. Back then, she was Angie B. She was Angie B. Pap, Tori, the wind out there blowing real bad the way y'all at. It blowing stuff on my front porch and patio and stuff. My God. Now, what y'all think about this right here? Now, Pap, you probably want to hit the link. Tori or somebody. Yeah, that wind blowing bad. This morning was so bad. I didn't go work out. It was cold. The wind was blowing. It was raining. I'm like, I'm going to work out. But then now, I hope it quit. I was blowing wind, blowing if it don't. I ain't working out tomorrow neither. Yeah, I'm not working out like that. Nah, I ain't going nowhere. I'll beat the house. But y'all check me out in the morning times though. Perfect working out. Let's check out this 40 acres and a mule.
There's been a lot of talk about 40 acres and a mule since Kendrick's Super Bowl performance. So I wanted to give you the full explanation of what 40 acres and a mule actually is. The promise of 40 acres and a mule is tied to the period of Reconstruction in the United States following the Civil War. The American Civil War ended in April of 1865 and the southern states seceded and were integrated into the Union. One of the most pressing issues was how to address the freed slaves. The United States government established the Freedmen's Bureau, which aimed to assist formerly enslaved people and poor white people in the South by providing food, housing, medical care, education, and employment. In January of 1865, in response to the devastation caused by the war, General Sherman issued Special Field Orders Number 15. This directive set aside land along the coast of South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida for the settlement of freed slaves. It granted 40 acres of land to each family of freedmen, and in some cases, the military mules were also provided for farming. This is where the 40 acres and a mule promise originates. In April of 1865, President Abraham Lincoln was assassinated, and Vice President Andrew Johnson became president. Johnson's views on Reconstruction were much more lenient toward the South, and he was less supportive of policies that would benefit former slaves. After Lincoln's assassination, President Andrew Johnson issued a proclamation that reversed Sherman's order. He ordered that the land given to freed slaves be returned to former Confederate landowners. This was part of his broader policy of rapid reintegration of the southern states without significant protections for the newly freed black population. Congress passed the Civil Rights Act of 1866, which aimed to protect the civil rights of former slaves and grant them citizenship. However, the law didn't address the land ownership or economic independence for freed people. During this time was also the rise of the Ku Klux Klan. In the mid-1860s, the Ku Klux Klan and other white supremacist groups began to form in the South. They sought to intimidate and terrorize freed black people, making it even harder for them to claim land or fully participate in American society. When they did away with Sherman's order, most of the freed slaves were never able to acquire land. The idea of 40 acres and a mule was not widely realized, and many former slaves remained economically dependent. Congress passed the Reconstruction Acts, which divided the South into military districts and required Southern states to create new constitutions that guaranteed black men the right to vote. However, these efforts still did not address land distribution on a large scale to keep the wage gap where it was. In 1877, when President Rutherford B. Hayes agreed to withdraw federal troops from the South in exchange for Southern Democrats accepting his election, this led to the rise of Jim Crow laws and the disenfranchisement of black people, making it even more difficult for them to gain economic independence and land ownership. The promise of 40 acres and a mule remained unfulfilled, and many black families were left landless. Land equaled money. Land is what created this significant wage gap that still exists today. Black people built this country. Their free labor built this country. Our free labor made the United States a superpower. This is a fact, not an opinion, and we have never been paid for making this country a superpower. Get that through your head. That is what this is about. That is how ghettos were created. That is how our schools are still underfunded. That is how I can have the same job as a white person and still get paid less than them because of the promise of 40 acres and a mule never being fulfilled. And that is why black people deserve reparations, because none of you would be here without us. The lack of land redistribution remains a significant chapter in the history of racial inequality in the United States. 40 acres and a mule was an initial promise made during Reconstruction that ultimately was not honored. And the failure to provide land to freed slaves is a significant part of the larger story of systemic racism and economic disenfranchisement in the U.S. to this day. So, as the world begins to watch black people get their 40 acres and a mule by any means necessary, understand it is owed. This video was brought to you by the Black Revolutionary Collective, an organization focused on building economic power and political power for all black people everywhere. I love you, black man. I love you, black woman. Knowledge is power. Power to the people.
Yes, indeed. Power to the people. So, Johnson was mad that some other people was beating their ass in Florida. Oh, really? Oh, really now? Yeah, want to get back to them. So if I heard right, so the KKK was started down here in the South. She said the KKK started in the South. The South always started some shit. Boy, they ain't nothing. That's what she said. So we had everything. Oh, Johnson wanted everything back and give it to them to make them proud. And like we ain't nothing. And all that we have done for America. I don't know. But you know, if we were close to getting reparation, you know, we done got pushed back again into a whole different circle again. That's how I feel, cause I may not see it, but I hope my grandkid, my grandson would see it. You know, TT baby, Tari baby, you know, Pap baby, you know, Sarah nieces and nephews. I hope they all get a chance to see the reparation. You know, we know it's due. It's overdue. Shit. That ain't what she just said, though, Tori. I could swear that's what she said. Right. You right, Pam. You right. Also, I read that the Caucasian people didn't want to be cowboys. The cowboys went for them. The black men, our black African American kings, they was known as cowboys. They were the cowboys. And I guess the Caucasian people thought it was kind of cool, and they wanted to be cowboys, you know. So I know where our history came from as far as the brothers were riding horses and things like that. Just pull this out. Okay. Oh shit, my bad, Tari. It sure is my bad. It sure is my bad. Pulaski, Tennessee. My bad. Yeah, it sure is in the South. I don't know where my mind was. You right. I'm sorry, Tori. You right. Yeah, and I seen where this Mexican lady took down the American flag and she put black over it and made it a black flag. You know, but if I see me a black flag anywhere, I'm gonna purchase me a black flag. I sure am. Most definitely am. I'm gonna purchase one. Did the Pope pass away? He was taking out those machines. That thing. Oh, but really? I know they took him off the machine. When I last heard, he was on the machines last. And they said he was doing good at first, and they said he wasn't doing so good. I don't know, TT. I don't know. So how far is too far and how far is not far enough to get buried, y'all? Check it out.
You're not supposed to be buried 6 feet deep. You never lived in London. You never was a part of the bubonic plague. So why are you still following the laws that they passed amongst themselves as Europeans in order to try to combat the bubonic plague? So everybody in America, if you got blew the fuck up in Iraq and you come back over here and you buried 6 feet deep, what the fuck is you doing still following the laws that's been passed down from the bubonic plague? You're supposed to be cremated. You know why you get cremated? So that they put your ashes in a canopic jar. But today we don't use canopic jars. We use what is called urns. And a piece of your spiritual essence will always be with your family. Period. So with that being said, family, graveyards. Even when we're talking about graveyards, right? Graveyards is like prisons for the dead. So think about how many people died but can't transfer on because they still attached to their body that's buried in the motherfucking dirt. Because you didn't do a simple ass task as to cremate the goddamn body. So you got niggas in prison, right? Locked the fuck up, can't do what they want to do. and then they die and they go to an energetic prison called a graveyard. So that being said, family, understand why certain burial practices and certain sacred practices are done. Nobody does. Our ancestors, our African ancestors' intelligence was too exceeding for you to think they just did shit because it was cute. Everything was done intricately and precisely calculated.
Interesting. Very interesting. I don't know too much about that part, but I am gonna look it up. I said I want to know, but I never said I want to know dirt on me. You know, I don't know, but I'm gonna check into that. But yeah, how do y'all feel about the lawsuit that Isaac Hayes kids put out? I think they did a good job by putting this lawsuit out, y'all. Especially they ain't getting no recognition from none of his songs, and I don't hear any of Isaac Hayes. Y'all young folks, y'all might not know who Isaac Hayes is, but Pap and I know exactly who he is.
To Donald Trump today, and I'm very proud of him. Very proud of you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. We are very grateful and happy for the decision by Judge Thrash. Donald Trump has been barred from ever playing the music of Isaac Hayes again. You know, I couldn't ask for a better decision. I want this to serve as an opportunity for other artists to come forward that don't want their music used by Donald Trump.
Get ready, America. What just went down in the courtroom today is a legal twist that no one saw coming. A blow so unexpected even Donald Trump might be rethinking his next rally playlist. You heard it right. Trump has officially lost a monumental legal battle, and it's all over. Music. But this isn't your average copyright case. This one's packed with drama, intrigue, and a message that could change the way political campaigns operate forever. The case no one expected. Trump versus Isaac Hayes. The courtroom was buzzing today as the judge handed down a ruling that will shake up the world of politics and music forever. Trump, yes, that Trump, has been officially banned from ever using the iconic music of Isaac Hayes in his campaign events again. Imagine the once invincible former president, a media mogul with a flair for the dramatic, suddenly hit with a massive legal setback. It's almost like watching a Hollywood villain get brought down by a simple but powerful legal blow. So, what went wrong? How did Trump, who's used to bulldozing through any obstacle, end up on the losing side of this legal fight? The answer is simple. He used Isaac Hayes' music without permission. And not just any music. This was the legendary theme from Shaft, a tune that's as iconic as they come. Hayes' family took a stand, and it's a stand that's sending shockwaves throughout both the political and music worlds. A stand for artists' rights. Reginald Green. Takes the spotlight. Enter Reginald Green, the lawyer who just made legal history. Green and his team didn't just represent the Hayes family, they became champions for artists everywhere, making a bold statement. No one, not even the most powerful political figure in the country, should be allowed to use music without permission. In a stirring moment, Green stood tall in court, expressing the triumph of artists and their right to control how their work is used. And let's be real. When it comes to politics and music, it's a volatile mix.
Move, Sabrina. So let me ask y'all a question. Is it really that serious about your music being played to get paid like that? I mean, to get a lawyer and sue? I mean, it's just music, right? You would think that it would be helping your music, but I guess they said they don't need the help, and I guess Orange Hair Man just they didn't like him, I guess, because he's running for president. Ooh, you know, so I don't know, but it's just music though. To me, it's just music. I don't understand what the big deal could be about just being music. You know, but they got paid though. They got a lawsuit. They got paid. They got paid real good money. But I get you. I guess And I do believe the next time I bet you they will ask, can they use somebody's music instead of just using it on their own? You know, maybe they got mad because, well, he used our music. He didn't ask our dad music, and he didn't ask. He could have asked, but instead of him asking, he did it without our permission. Who do he think he is? And they probably felt some kind of way like that right there. You know, and especially they not no Republican. You know what I mean? Especially they don't like that certain president using they stuff. You know, but do y'all think if Obama would have used that music, do y'all think it would have been a problem? If Obama would have used Isaac Hayes' music and didn't ask, do you think there would be a problem? Just throw one finger in the air. Just throw one finger in the air. You think it'd been a problem? Yeah. Yeah. TT said, hey, Pap. And rapper have paid homage to Trump. Yeah, a lot of rappers have paid homage to Trump. Different Republicans. Hey. Do you think it would have been a lawsuit if Obama would have used Isaac Hayes' music? I don't think it would have been no lawsuit. I think it would have been okay, y'all. I think it would have been okay. The first brother run for president, yeah. He can use our music. That's what I think.
I need to talk to him.
They just didn't like Trump.
That was them trying to call me out.
I don't know, y'all. I don't know. TT and are definitely Republicans. Yep. I think so too. Yeah, let's check out Kendrick Lamar, y'all. What Kendrick Lamar said. They trying to make them clear people trying to make a big deal out of it, but Kendrick Lamar ain't going by it. To be honest, Tar said no.
You made
you think so,
history
Tar?
already. Appreciate that. Thank you. You didn't have to win anything. You already won. You understand? And then I did a little research, and Michael Jackson holds the record with 12 nominations.
Yeah.
You almost had the same amount of nominations as Michael Jackson for Thriller.
The legend. I wouldn't want to go past that, though.
No. But what if you had 13?
No. I take back. I can't fathom being as great as Michael without putting out the work. So 11 is perfect. You know, he's the legendary. I'm glad it's at 12.
What happens? Say you do get 13. Kendrick, let's think about this.
Yeah.
I mean, it almost happened. I mean, then what do you have to do? You just got to...
I don't know.
Yeah, you just got to leave the country. You got to do something else. You got to figure out something else. But then all the samples on here are fantastic as well. And all of them, I think, are from 1974 and 1975. What did you end up, why those years?
Those are the records that my parents played when I was growing up. In the 90s, they played nothing but Isley Brothers, Temptations, all the way to gangster rap, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg. So that was the influence. I said my first album, my debut, I wanted to make an album like this, but I wasn't confident enough. So I had to go back and say, you know what, I want to do it this time around.
Wow, yeah. You really did it, man. And confidence and paid off, man.
Appreciate it.
Oh my gosh, 11 noms.
They try to throw a little slug up in there. I caught that. I caught that little slug he tried to throw up in there about Michael Jackson and him. He said, "No, I'm glad he didn't bite off of it. I'm glad he didn't bite that. I'm glad he didn't bite that." So he was smart, brother. He was ready. He was ready for any BS that came along. I'm sure glad that he was on his doggone toes. What been going on, pal?
Nothing much. I'm sorry I'm late. I was asleep.
You always sleep over there. You don't know who the worst is, me or you.
This weather got me.
Yeah, it's the weather, baby. It is the weather. It's definitely the weather. Yeah, Tori, they wouldn't have no problem if Obama would play it. Let's go, Kendrick. Yeah, Kendrick got it going on. Yeah,
he did.
He doing his thing.
He beat the views of Michael Jackson when Michael Jackson did the halftime show. He beat that.
He got more views. But he understand where he from, and he didn't fall for that okie doke.
Yeah, I'm glad he didn't fall for it too. I'm glad. We're gonna put Sarah in timeout. We're gonna have Tari put Sarah in timeout. Cause her person sleeps every day. Don't listen to her.
I do too. When I can get it in, I'm asleep too.
When your house is clean, you get nothing to do, and shit is quiet, and bills paid, you sleep good. Shoot, refrigerator full, little pocket change, you sleep pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's check this out. What Emmitt, her mom said. Y'all check it out.
Back to the funeral home, about 3 blocks away, an odor met me that nearly knocked me out. I said, what on earth in the world is that? It was Emmitt's body. That's how the smell was so strong until it covered a 2 or 3 block area. My father was on one side of me, and Rayfield Moody was on the other side of me, and Jean was at my back. And I shrugged them. I said, turn me loose. I've got a job to do, and I don't have time to be fainting now. I saw his tongue had been choked out, and it was lying down on his chin. I saw that this eye was out, and it was lying about midway the cheek. I looked at this eye, and it was gone. I looked at the bridge of his nose, and it looked like someone had taken a meat chopper and chopped it. And I looked at his teeth, because I took so much pride in his teeth. His teeth were the prettiest things I'd ever seen in my life, I thought. And I only saw 2. Where are the rest of them? They'd just been knocked out. And I was looking at his ears. His ears were like mine. They curled. They're not attached, and they curled up. The same way mine are. And I didn't see the ear. Where's the ear? And that's when I discovered a hole about here, and I could see daylight on the other side. I said, now, was it necessary to shoot it? If that's a bullet hole, was that necessary? And I also discovered that they had...
Think you know Black history? Think again. Unlock the untold stories and groundbreaking achievements that are not often taught in school with Black History Unlocked must-have digital PDF. Black history facts you probably didn't learn in school. Discover hidden narratives, impactful individuals, and revolutionary events that shaped our world. Accessible anytime, anywhere. Expand your knowledge and be inspired. Click the link in our bio to get your copy of Black History Facts you probably didn't learn in school today. Dive into history like never.
What Taurus?
Man, you know, it's kind of odd that you brought that up. You showed that video. I just watched a video about him the other day, and you'd be surprised what them white people did.
No, I wouldn't, girl. No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't.
They said the uncle that he was living with, the only way he really could identify him was he had that ring in his pocket that his mama had gave him that had his daddy initials on it. And that was the way that they identified him. And they when the trial went down, they said that they didn't even know if that was Emmitt Till or not. This is the prosecuting attorney, because they didn't have no way of identifying him, because his body had been in the water for over a week, and they said his body had only been in the water 3 days. And said the man admitted going to the house and getting him. The two men admitted they went to the house and got him. And why would you let him back out in the front of your stove and not take him back home?
Right.
And then it was another black man, the two black men that seen him, that heard him, that was going on, what was going on when they was up there in the barn beating him up and stuff. They told the people that they seen them up there, and the two white men come out, asked them did they hear anything, and they told them no. And then when they got up, when they scared them, threatened to kill them, not to get up and testify to tell what they saw and heard.
Yeah.
Didn't want to give her back the body. She had to write to the governor and the president. The president really didn't have nothing to do with it. For her to get them to send her back the body to Chicago.
But he made them smell his ass though. Then y'all gonna smell me. You motherfuckers gonna smell me. You gonna smell me. Yeah. Hey Tori, welcome to the panel.
Hey, Miss Perk. Thanks for letting me up.
All right, baby. What's going on?
No, it's good to talk to you. I ain't talked to you in a while.
I know. My brother did like that.
Yeah. Hey, Miss Perk.
Hey, Tori, how you?
All right. No, I have wanted to piggyback on what y'all were talking about with the Emmitt Till thing.
Yeah.
And I know y'all can probably co-sign for me on this one here, but they said that that story wasn't true, that he didn't whistle at that woman.
Yeah.
The wife said it.
They said, and that's what it said in the video. And they said that nobody really don't know what happened but him and her. And said she come out where it all started at. Is when he left out the store and got with his cousin Lee, she came out and got a gun and was trying to shoot at them, and they took off running.
Hold on, you said what? Hold on, you said what now?
They said nobody really know what happened but Carolyn Stank Bryant and Emmitt Till. And said when he come out, he was the last one out the store. And she come out behind him and went in the car and got a gun and started shooting at him. And said there was some boys across the street that told that too, because said Emmitt Till and his cousins went to running, and they was wondering what they were running for, and they said she got a gun, and the boys that was across the street said they turned around and looked, and she had a gun trying to shoot at him.
Oh, okay. Then I'm looking at the thing right there. TT said that his cousins confirmed that he did, but I'm just saying, I'm just going off from what I heard. I ain't saying it's the truth or nothing like that. Though, you know what I'm saying? Because something had happened. She might be right on that or whatever. Going against my opinion, whatever what I think happened, because they said they went to his house and dragged him up out the house later on that night.
They said that the cousin said he whistled, but they said what actually took place, nobody know but Carolyn Bryant and Emmitt Till, because the cousins had walked outside the store, and they admitted that.
But they said it was some workers or whatever, because it was a black dude. Because I had seen a documentary. The black dude just said he just heard Emmitt Till hollering.
Yeah, and because I said it, they said in the video they interviewed some of the people that they didn't put on the stand. Some of the black people, and they said they was running across the street, and there was some black boys across the street, and they were wondering what they were running for, running across the street from the store. And they said she got a gun, and they turned around and looked, and she was shooting at him.
Man, that's cold, man. That's cold. I'm saying that the boy was just 14 years old.
Sure.
You know?
Sure.
It matter back then. Give a damn.
They don't look at our kids as kids.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah. Because I've been doing some research and stuff. Like, well, I'll be stumbling across stuff when I be doing some research. Uh, like what I'm saying, they executed a boy that was 14 years old in execution
In
chair.
Georgia. In Georgia. In
Yeah.
Georgia.
Yeah,
14 years old.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? And
That was the only thing that Joe Biden did when he got in office was pardon. That little boy's name was George Steiny. I think that was his name. And that was the only thing Joe Biden did that if that was even worthwhile the whole 4 years he was in office, he gave him a pardon.
Joe Biden just old though, ain't he?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
he old.
He
No,
Got dementia.
no, no, I'm just saying because because I mean, I'm not into politics like that, but you know what I'm saying. Like I know a good presidential candidate and a BS presidential candidate, and people was excited when Biden got up in there. I guess that because they was happy because Trump was up out of there. You know what I'm saying, for a minute. But I was just like, man, no, I was just like.
Not knowing the whole time that Joe Biden was detrimental to the black people. He wrote the 94 crime bill that he called Biden's bill.
Okay, so
they did the sweep on all the niggas. Anytime a nigga got locked up, they were getting a felony.
Okay, so basically he like a second Bill Clinton.
Nah, he was the Bill Clinton. He the one wrote the 94 crime bill is what come out of the 3 strikes bill. Joe Biden helped write that too.
That's why I said that's why I say he Bill Clinton because Bill Clinton. Okay, okay. Well, I'm gonna have to get schooled and take notes on this one because you know what I'm saying. Like I said, I don't know about politics, but I be seeing stuff or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like the Clintons, you know what I'm saying? They really threw in the politics. They should be. You know what I'm saying? Because you know the Clintons they came up with the 3 strikes rules. You know what I'm saying? Back in the 90s.
Joe Biden did that. Joe Biden did that, and Bill Clinton signed off on it.
Yeah, back in the day. Back in the day.
Hold on, Joe Biden did that back in the day, or you talking?
He was a senator.
Yeah,
I remember when they when they started talking about it. I wouldn't know. Every now and then I would watch I would watch CNN because I knew that all them folks was doing a bunch of fuckery. But when they showed that you know, when you see something, you remember you done saw that before and you done heard that before. Yeah. And when they started circling, when he was standing up before Congress talking about his bill, that's one particular time I remember watching him on CNN when he was standing up before Congress talking about it could be my mama, my sister, my daughter, your sister, your wife, talk about the war on drugs. I remember watching it, and I was working at the hospital when he did it. And I remember stopping and watching it on TV.
Man, that's see, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm missing politics. I try to get into it. Like I used to try to talk to my daddy about it, cause like he used to be so into it. You know what I'm saying? And I used to listen to him and my mama talk about it, and I'm just like, break this down for me. I just don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like to me, it just seemed like it just tearing people down and tearing this group of people down and tearing that group of people down or whatever, and you know what I'm saying, so it could be better for this group of people. Like I just don't understand. I just don't understand. I just don't like it and all that stuff. And then like, cause to me, this is just my opinion. This is just from my mind and my eyes or whatever. You know what I'm saying? From my eyesight. You know what I'm saying? Like when Obama got up in there, you know what I'm saying? Like all them dudes, you know what I'm saying, was getting clemency or whatever, you know what I'm saying, for nonviolent crimes or whatever. They was getting out. You know what I'm saying? Dudes catching these double-digit sentences for dope cases.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it all started with the you know what I'm saying, from my understanding or whatever, because I know people that was, you know what I'm saying, what they call the Reaganomics. I know people, you know what I'm saying, that was close to me or whatever, and they broke it down to me. They was like that was just a game. You know what I'm
We
saying?
grew up in Reaganomics.
Yeah. Yeah. You and Per, you know what I'm saying? Y'all the same age as my uncle. He was the closest one to me. He broke it down to me. Then I had an old school partner I used to hang out with every day. You know what I'm saying? He was 38, I was 18, and he broke that game down to me. He was like, man, that's just a game. He was like, don't mess with these streets. Cause I'm just saying, cause like he sit up there, cause it is a park across the street from the White House or whatever. I seen a video one time with Ronald Reagan when he was in office or whatever. Well, I don't think I should have said his name. My bad. But
If you say his name, he dead gone.
Yeah.
okay, but but he was just like he was doing the interview or something, and then he had a bag full of, you know what I'm saying, full of that work, and then he was like, this was found across the street from the park, and I had been in that park, and it is right across the street from. I'm just like, hold on, how I was like, how a big bag of work gonna be found across the street from the White House?
Easy. Tori, Sarah, we love you to death. Don't get us wrong, but let me break it down.
Sarah, no white girl.
Them white folks is diabolical. You were probably old enough to remember the Iran Contra. Friend, you remember Iran Contra, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
When Uncle North got up and he was testifying before the Congress and he said, I cannot tell a lie. I was following orders from my commander in chief.
Yeah, that was in the early 90s, wasn't it?
No, that was in the late 80s.
Yeah,
late 80s. Okay. Yeah. I was pre-K then.
And all that bullshit was started. Because they was trying to get money to stay. They was over there selling guns to them people and lying 100 miles an hour. And the money they was using to sell the guns to the people, they was getting it off the dope they had put in the black neighborhoods, the crack.
Yeah. Then they had Nancy Reagan ride a shotgun with them with them with them tanks with the battle rams in the front of it.
And when they was hollering about in the 80s, because Nancy Reagan was the one who come up with the war on drugs, it didn't have nothing to do with the war on drugs. The drugs, they pumped it. All they was doing, they used the drugs to lock the niggas up and get them hooked on that crack and was taking all the money to buy them guns and to sell them people under the table. So it wouldn't have been on the books of the United States of American government and sell them guns over there to them people in Iran, over there in the Iran country. Shit.
Yeah,
the
because
United
look,
States going around sticking their hand in shit they ain't got no damn business.
okay, but let me ask y'all this then. Since you said that right there, let me ask y'all this. Okay, since they did that, right? So they had to come up with a plan. You dig? So they went and got, you know what I'm saying? So they had to get people to, you know what I'm saying, to carry out they plan or whatever, you know what I'm saying, to take action and carry out their plan. They went and got Rick Ross.
Yeah, because he was already in trouble.
The real, I'm talking about the real Rick Ross. I ain't talking about the correction.
You talking about Freeway Rick Ross. I know exactly who you talking about.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
because he was already in trouble and they held that shit over his head and made him do it. And he said the last time when he told me he was out of, I watched the interview with him. I'm gonna get I got the DVD coming and I'm gonna let y'all see it. I'm gonna let friend put it up there. What this dude I watched, Jason Black, interviewed him. And he said, and the last time they come through, he told him he was through. And they told him, this is the last time we're gonna use you. And after he went and sold the dope and bought the money back to him the last time, they locked his ass up and hid him.
Oh, okay. But that wasn't the point that I was trying to make. I'm just saying, correct me if I'm wrong, you know what I'm saying? I'm open minded, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got no tender skin or nothing like that there. I'm just saying, but you know Rick Ross was illiterate.
Yeah, they know what they be doing.
So they went and got him. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying he was illiterate, but at the same time, he was a superstar tennis player.
And he wasn't there. They always say they always go and get what they feel like is the weakest link. You know how they got Fred Hampton? Fred Hampton was 21 years old. They went and got one of his right-hand men to made him work for the FBI and snitched on him and told him exactly where he was at when they went up in that damn house and killed him.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Cause that's how that happened. Oh, okay.
That's how
Yeah,
they operate.
yeah, they were shooting pregnant women or something like that up in that house or whatever.
Now his girlfriend was laying with wife, whatever she was laying right there beside him when they shot him dead, and she was 8 months pregnant.
Yeah, yeah, but they put a gun to her head or something like that. They did her dirty.
And right before they killed him, they killed the 17-year-old brother.
What? I ain't know that.
I remember that. Yeah.
But I seen footage. You know what I'm saying? It was a cop on there. It was a policeman on there. He was talking about this is what he said because I was peeping. You know what I'm saying? He was like he's talking about killing the police and all this. I was like he was just talking. He ain't take no action and doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? The only threat that he had was his mind and you know what I'm saying, and his voice and his words.
And you want me to tell you why they was y'all missing it because Trump is clowning the Democrats in his little speech. I'm watching it on TV and talking too. They was mad at Fred Hampton because he was getting stuff out of his screen. He was getting the black and brown people together and the white people.
Yeah,
he had Mexicans and white people following. They had started listening to what he was saying because his biggest thing was he was a Black Panther. We take care of ourselves, but it's better if we all get together and do this because the brown people y'all get shot down in the street too. They killing y'all too.
Yeah, but check this out though. Check this out. Who Fred Hampton remind you of? He used to rap. Tupac.
Well, he basically kind of grew up. Tupac basically kind of from where Fred Hampton was from. California.
That's what I'm saying. Look. I'm just saying, I'm just saying, like if you don't understand, because I might can't explain it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Where y'all can get it just right now. But I'm saying, like. But after we get out this phone or whatever, just think about what I said. Fred Hampton and Tupac, they kind of like in the same. You know what I'm saying? They kind of like the same.
Not really, because if you really listen to it and listen to both of them talk, they were very intelligent. But Tupac was deep because he was the offspring of the Panthers.
Yeah.
And Tupac was smart because his mama was smart. She fought her own case and won.
Yeah, and his godmama and his stepdaddy. And Tupac had a lot of game. Tupac the blueprint.
Tupac was in the mama womb fighting and didn't know it.
Hey, yeah, we got somebody on the panel. Hey, TT.
Hey, TT.
Hey, what's up, TT?
Hey, Perp. Hey, Pap and Tori.
Hey, good.
I jumped up here because when you were talking about Emmitt Till, now this is something I know this story. I did a lot of research on the Emmitt Till murder, the trial, the whole thing. I've done 2 reports, one in high school and one in college. So I did extensive research on the Emmitt Till murder. And there's a lot of details that people don't catch it. Okay. For one, the cousins that were there in Money when the incident took place, they knew that Emmitt said something to the lady in the store. Okay. What he said to her, first of all, back then during them times, they were not allowed to touch a white person on the hand, on the body, nowhere.
You couldn't even look in the eye.
When he handed her the money, instead of dropping the money in her hand, because you got to remember, he was in the North. He did not have the knowledge of how things, even though his mother was trying to warn him about the way things was down in the South at the time. That's hard for a 14-year-old to catch on to that. What I'm saying? So what he did was he placed his hand on top of hers when he handed her the money to pay for his candy. And then she probably looked startled, like, you touching me. Yeah. And he said, oh, that's okay. I know people that look like you. And he showed her a picture. So that was too offensive. You got to understand. Had Emmitt Till not whistled, he still would have got hung.
Yep.
Because he touched her. And he didn't grab her in a sexual way or in an offensive way. He placed money in her hand. And that was a no-no back then. For a black person to touch a white person.
And do you know why when they took him, you know, they took him to trial twice?
Yes. But hold on. The cousins gave that statement after the fact. Because you got to remember, the mother hurried up and got his aunt, Emmitt's aunt, hurried up and got her kids out of there. Because they were going to definitely come and do some, you know what I'm saying, some damage to the family, because the uncle said he was going on a stand. He was going to point at the men that came to his house with a shotgun and took his nephew that night.
Okay, so that was true then, that they came to the house and got Emmitt Till at the house.
In the middle of the night. Yes, they've admitted they did a interview for Look magazine. What was it? Almost a year after the trial. And admitted to killing Emmitt.
Admitted it. They admitted to going again.
Yeah, they did. They did that. So the problem was.
Are you serious?
Hold on, Tori, please. The problem is back then, black folks didn't testify against white folks in court, in a court of law. And they didn't interview minors because his cousins, you know, here in 2025, should something like this happen, everybody going in getting interviewed. Kids, dogs, whoever was a witness to whatever, they would have interviewed everybody. But back then, they was like, we got to get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Even though they know that Emmitt did not violate this woman inside the store, because remember, they talked about it and they said, well, we're just going to keep it to ourselves. Because he's like, maybe we should have told Dad. That's Simeon. That's the cousin. He said, maybe we should have told him at the time, because they knew that what Emmitt did wasn't good. But they said, no, let's just be quiet about it, because 3 days it went by and had nobody came and confronted Emmitt. So they thought they was in the clear. In reality, if they would have told the uncle, he could have put him on the first thing smoking the hell up out of there.
Yeah, because the husband, Carolyn Brown's husband, was in Texas when it happened.
Right.
So, really?
So they had some time to get Emma up out of there, but they didn't, because they thought, oh, well, maybe she didn't tell him. You know, maybe she didn't say anything. But she was pissed because a little black boy touched her hand.
Yep. And she still, even though he was a boy, on her diet, when the man interviewed her, I'm sorry about what happened to that boy. Those are exact words.
And on her deathbed, she said something to the fact of the matter, we both was victims. Okay, you wasn't no victim.
You sure what?
You know, him touching your hand and the fact that he's an out-of-towner and he don't know the ways, the ins and outs of how things were done in the South, you shouldn't have, you know what I'm saying, went and told your husband as if he raped you or he did something to violate you.
And said she was in the truck when they went and got it. Identified which one it was.
Actually, they took Emmitt to Carolyn back to the store money, and she identified him there.
Yeah, but what I heard was the wife said it wasn't him. You know what I'm saying? Because I had heard the interview or whatever. You know what I'm saying? She knew
it was Emmitt. She told it was him. You think Emmitt would be dead today if she didn't identify him as being the little black? And take this into consideration. When Brian went into that house and he said, "Where a little nigga boy that did all the talking and money?" He didn't say, "Where is the little nigga boy that touched my wife inappropriately or raped my wife?" He said, "Where's the little nigga boy that did all the talking?"
All the talking. He
lost his life over touching her by placing the money in her hand and whistling.
Yeah, but they said that she was on the interview or whatever. She was saying that she, you know what I'm saying, like her life was threatened by her husband or whatever.
She a damn lie.
That's what she said.
I
That's what
encourage
she
you to go
said.
do your research because that's a lie. That was a lie. She laughed, and if you go back and look at that footage of that trial, they still got pictures of black and white photos of how it looked during that trial. She was laughing, kicked her feet up. You know what I'm saying? She narrowed down at Mamie. She had her nose up in the air like we done already beat this. We don't. Why are we here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I did see photos of that or whatever, but I had heard her say or whatever. But I'm just like, hold on, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause it was on the I don't know if you can find it on the internet or whatever, but it was an interview on the Joe Madison show, because Joe Madison, he's a radio personality, and he had interviewed that lady, and she was just like, yeah, she was like, yeah, I was threatened and this and this and this, you know what I'm saying? She was like, my life was threatened and all that stuff. And I'm just like, man, hold up. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't going for it.
That little 14-year-old boy was not threatening towards her to go tell her husband that she was violated by being grabbed, groped. Okay? Because remember, those original transcripts got erased.
And let me tell y'all something.
Being on the stand. She said a lot of shit in front of that boy mama, like he groped her and stuff. And that's not what happened.
Let me tell y'all what happened just right before Carolyn Bryant died, and they found she ain't been dead for 2 or 3 years, and they found the arrest warrant that they had for her, and they talk about the only reason why they didn't serve the arrest warrant was because she had little bitty kids. That ain't true.
What? No, not by the time they had an arrest warrant for her. It was years and years later.
No, they had the arrest warrant for her then. They hid it, and
they just didn't serve it.
They didn't serve it. And after her folks and other people that worked in the county was going through the records and found the arrest warrant, and they had hid it. And they said the only reason why they didn't serve the arrest warrant was because she had little bitty kids she needed to take care of. So, a couple of years ago, before Biden come up with this, he gonna put up an Emmitt Till statue. They was trying to get Karen Bryant brought to justice before she died. And the dude that I listened to, Jason Black, he got a hold to the family. And he was gonna do a call to action for all the black people that listen to him and all the black people to get up and do a march, sign a petition to get her locked up. When he talked to the family and told the family what he was gonna do, at first they was all for it. When he said when he tried to call them back, they wouldn't even take his call. Them white people got to them. And this just happened right before she died. I know what I'm talking about because I watch him every week. And he was gonna do a call to action, whatever it took to get her ass locked up. And he said when he called the people back, called the relatives that's living that was stumping the yard about getting her locked up. He said they was all for it when he talked to him. He interviewed one of them on his show live. When he called him back to tell him,
I feel like she should have been arrested because she was an accessory to murder.
Yes, she was.
And,
when he called him back,
yeah.
And he had the grassroots behind him. Y'all excuse me. I still got a little cough. He had the grassroots, the black folks behind him. Said the people wouldn't even take his call.
That's those Emmitt Till specifically, his story, George Steiny too, both of them, because they were little boys. Both of those stories, I don't know, it do something to your soul.
Yeah,
well, you get angry, you stay angry, but then you know what I'm saying? You like, but I'm holding up in this country though. You know what I'm saying? This is where this type of mess is accepted. So Thursday, I'm doing a live on Southern Strange Fruits, and because there's a couple. Some of them came down my timeline during Black History Month. I said I'm going to do a story on it because I didn't know about the one little boy out in Louisiana that lost his life. And justice has been brought for him. And then there was another one that I heard about. And I said, damn, like these stories is really not getting coverage. This stuff is getting covered up. But we in 2025 and this is still happening.
Let me tell y'all, my little research that I did, one thing that growing up that I knew, I heard about Emmitt Till, but the one thing they talked about Emmitt Till a lot, and I heard about the 4 little girls that got bombed in the church.
Yeah.
The FBI knew exactly who bombed that church and hid the paperwork. So they know exactly who did it.
They all in it together. Yeah, they knew who did it. And did nothing.
No, because J. Edgar Hoover.
I only can remember about the 4 little girls because they had a documentary about them. Is when she went to view the body, there's soot all over her baby's body. But she said I did her hair real pretty that day, and she said I went to go touch her hair, and a piece of her scalp fell off. The whole half of her scalp fell off.
Yep. And I seen the interview with one of them, the one that survived. She ain't been too long died either, but I saw an interview as the older lady, the one that survived, and she told, it was one of them that survived, and she told what happened. Said they was in the basement getting ready for Sunday school.
I mean, we don't gotta watch scary movie, thriller movies. All we gotta do is revisit our history, our past as a people. It don't get no more scary than that.
All right. Tori, have you ever just noticed when an older black man, like older than us, when he get around a white woman, he don't look her in her face? Walking down the street, pay attention.
Because you're supposed to cross.
They drop their head. They
go to a whole other. Go to the whole other side of the street when they see them coming down the same side of the street as them.
It was just allowed to look them in the eye.
And never look them in the eye and never touch them.
So yeah, let's check this video right here out. Hold on.
You know, I'm at work and I'm going through a bunch of damn near 88 texts from me and a young lady who I've been taking out, spending time with, good conversation, getting to know her, and it was a false alarm. When I say false alarm, she invited me finally to her home. Mind you, I've been taking her to dinner, movies, bowling, all on my dime. You know, I've been trying to put in that work to get to know her. No, not pressuring her, just networking, getting to know her. And she invited me to her home, so I'm like, okay, cool. She says, would you like dinner? She said, I'm gonna make you dinner. I said, okay, cool. That's cool. She told me, what time would you like to have dinner? I said, I get off at 6. And she said, meet me at Kroger. I'm gonna be around, I'm be in that area, and Kroger's right off the strip where my job is. So I said, cool. I meet at Kroger, and I'm thinking she probably want me to come there, pick out a bottle of wine, even though I don't drink, or something to that extent. So she's not at Kroger. She's in a handicap spot, right? So, in a nutshell, I tap on her window. I was like, what's going on, babe? She's like, get a shopping cart. We get a shopping cart. She put some alcohol on it, whatever. And she's pushing it. And she was like, what do you got a taste for? I was like, anything, some steak. I haven't had steak all year. So we had got some T-bone steaks. They were like $28 a piece. So she bought 2 of them. She got some baked potatoes. She got some carrots, and what else she get? Some asparagus. And she got some other little necessities. She's like, you want any dessert? I said, nah. But she got an apple pie for herself. So now we ringing all this stuff together, and it comes to, matter of fact, she got all these seasoning. It comes to $72, right? And she looks at me. I tell you no lie. She looks at me while we're in the express lane. And I say, oh, you want to use my Kroger card? She's like, no, stupid. I got my own Kroger card. So she take her Kroger card out. She said, you're not going to pay for it? I tell you no lie. My voice is still gone. I looked at this woman in her eye, and I walked away. I didn't say no. I didn't say yeah. I just walked away. I'm not even going to ask you, was I wrong? Because God's my witness. I know I wasn't wrong. You didn't tell me you wanted me to pay for the food. You just said you was going to make me dinner. This dating situation.
So yeah, is it fair for us to do men's like that, to take them to the store and tell we're gonna cook them dinner, then make them take them to the store and make them buy food and want them to pay for the food? Are we wrong for that, y'all?
Yeah.
First of all, he lying. Lying. Okay, my opinion is if you invite a man over for dinner that you gonna cook and you want him to eat at your house, then the courtesy thing would be to buy the meal, cook the meal. Mm-hmm. You treating him. You know what I'm saying? So now if he buy the meal, if he buy the food and say, baby, can you cook this? Then ain't nothing wrong with that either. It go both ways, but he lying. Because I saw the original video. I saw the original video. And the lady was in they didn't show going around the store shopping, but she was at the checkout and she was ready to pay. And he was like, what you think I'm going to do? Pay for this food? And she was like, well, yeah. And he was like, absolutely not. And she was just like, what? She was like, when I'm cooking the meal, you can, I want to cook this meal for you, but I need you to pay for it. And he was like, hell no, you invited me. And he was being loud with her, and she was trying to be in a quiet voice. She was like, you embarrassing me. Can you just please pay for this food so we can get out of here? And he was like, no.
But TT, my thing is, but you invited him to a meal. I mean, why take a man to a store, then you want him to pay for the meal, but you invited him? If I invite somebody over for dinner or somebody, I mean, I'm going to have everything at my house. I ain't going to be like, well, meet me at the store and nothing like that. That's crazy.
Right. And even if you was going to do that, already, you should have been like, well, do you mind buying the dinner and I'll cook it for you? I mean, that's a conversation you should have had before having him meet you at the store.
Yes, because if he done took her out and took her bowling and all this kind of stuff, the least she could have did was bought the meal and cooked him one.
Yeah, I mean, ladies, it's 2025. Ain't nothing wrong with you taking the man you dating out on a date sometimes and cooking him food and, you know what I'm saying? Paying for the food that you have to cook him. You eating too. Like, there's nothing wrong. Sometimes you don't be knowing some of these men be struggling.
I'm trying to figure out where did it go wrong. Because back in the day, if you invited somebody over to meet your family to have dinner, you didn't expect them to bring the dinner. You invited them to the house to eat the food that y'all was eating.
I ain't accustomed to that. But I have had men be like, well, you want to go to the grocery store and want me to get some stuff from the grocery store if you gonna cook it?
Right.
I mean, I haven't, you know what I'm saying? But to be like demanding of that, no. I ain't never, oh, well, nigga, I ain't cooking if you don't buy the food.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to figure out where did it go wrong at.
These women are too entitled nowadays, Pat. That's what I think.
I think that's what it is too, and trying too hard to be like the Joneses when you the Smiths.
See, look, they cry and whimper and cry about chivalry. Niggas don't open the door, they don't buy flowers and chocolates and shit. Yeah. But then you putting yourself in a position where it's like, are you giving them a reason to want to do that?
Yeah, right. That's the biggest problem right there that I got with these little young ones. They all walking the street talking about what a man ain't doing and what he gotta have to bring to the table and all this. What you bringing to the table? It's a 50-50 thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If sex takes place, he ain't gonna lay there and have sex by himself. It's gonna be both of y'all.
And then had another have the biggest attitude on top of that, and that entitlement that go along with it. With your attitude is bad. You got a bad attitude, and you want this man to bend over backwards. They didn't work like that. You're supposed to be very appreciative of anything a man do for you, because they don't have to do shit. There's too many of them out here that would rather just lay you down and go about their business the next day and act like they don't know.
But back in the day, you had men would bring you gifts and stuff, and they come over and stuff. You ain't even have to ask for nothing.
That's okay, but that's not a requirement, because there's a certain way a woman got to move to make a man want to do that for her.
Yeah, that's right.
And then they wonder why they getting on Facebook Live killing them.
Yeah.
I always say that all these niggas they ain't dogs, they ain't this, but women ain't fixing their attitudes quick enough, to keep a good man around. So you gonna get a dog. Yeah. Somebody is gonna use you, abuse you, treat you like you know what I'm saying? That there's no requirements in dating. Nobody owes nobody anything.
That's right.
They need to get out of that shit. Because at my grown age, I know better.
They wonder why they can't attract nobody that's worth something. You got to look in the mirror, do some mirror work, look at yourself. What kind of energy is you exuberating? And if you want to attract somebody that you feel like is worth something, you got to be worth something yourself. Understand?
That's right.
And also take this into consideration. You are what you attract. So this man said, I done took her bowling, took her to dinner, took her to the movie. He's dating you. He's courting you. And if you present him with a nice dinner at your house, you see what I'm saying? You're showing appreciation for taking to dinner, taking to bowling, taking to the movies. This man's spending time with you. He's trying to get to know you.
Before he lay up with you, because you got some just got to just get the coochie for free. Don't get nothing but just a wet coochie. I ain't got a little McDonald's, a little Williams chicken, a little Rudy's, you know what I mean? And going on, you know what I'm saying? Then you trick your clean behind, you got to clean your body up, you don't get nothing else. He won't never call you no more. You won't never see him no more. When you see him again with somebody new.
See, a lot of these women be faking the
phone. Man like that.
They done been hoes for so long. Then when they want to try to get in line and find them a good man, good, decent man, then they want to put on that facade, that act. You see what I'm saying? But that hoe gonna always peep out of you. It's gonna always show its ugly head at one point, and a dude gonna pick up on that.
I had a friend of mine. Me and him, we friends right to this day. We used to work together. And he told me one thing that he liked about me as a person. You know, he was my friend at the park, and it was only two black ladies. And when we go to lunch and stuff, they would always try to buy lunch, you know, for us being gentlemen. And I would, every so often, it wasn't no big deal. I pay, you know. And he said, that's what I like about you. You don't mind sharing. You don't feel like just because we always offering to buy lunch that you don't have to turn around and buy us lunch.
Right.
And then like on the hot days, when it was real hot, before I started doing a lot of cutting, when I was doing the trash, I had a truck. So I would always, you know, I'm riding around the truck doing the trash, and I would always make sure they got water or something to drink when they out, you know, out there on them tractors cutting. I always made sure they had water or they had something to drink, or lunchtime we go over there and make sure they had a way to go get something to eat. If you show a man that you don't look at them as just being a man, they're another person just like you're a person, and they need water and food just like you do. That's what men be looking at. The nurturing nature of a woman. And these young women don't have nurturing natures.
Nope. They don't have it at all. It ain't in them. It just ain't in them, y'all. It ain't in them.
What women need to start understanding is you reach a certain level of maturity where you are ready to, first of all, you manifest a good man. You do that first, and you pray for a good man. You do that through God. That's, you know, something that you have a one-on-one conversation with, because God know what you've been through, and God know what you're worthy of. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then you do your shadow work. You heal from any past trauma, bad relationships, childhood trauma, anything that can get in the way of your happiness with being with another person.
Right. I think that should be number one. Then
once you manifest a man, you pay attention to the signs of, is this a good man? Is this right? Is this man right for me? And then you move forward with having an attitude based on, not as if you look, because everybody don't want to be married. So I'm not putting that on everybody, because I know how some of it. But TT, everybody don't want to be married. I get it. But you still, you manifest a man as husband material.
TT, I think you need to work on yourself first and then manifest that man. Because once you work on yourself, you actually manifesting the man, because you fixing yourself.
When you decide that you want to be in a relationship, you seek it through Christ. You ask God, I ain't even ready. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
God at the head of that thing, because if God ain't at the head of that thing, it's gonna fail any daggone way.
I understand. That's what I'm saying, but you still got to work on yourself first, because you can manifest a man all you want. If you ain't fixed, you gonna keep getting the same kind of man.
And you're right. And there's some women who have did their shadow work. They did their own personal journey. You gone through their own personal journey of waiting to be single, dealing, loving themselves and being in their, they soft girl era. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of women still got that masculine energy, because they were either with a no good nigga that let them do everything, handle everything, or that's what they used to, because they've been by themselves.
Right.
Saying, so you got to put your mindset in a different place, because if you don't know how to communicate and talk to a person, and it's always constant conflict, it ain't never gonna work.
Right.
You got to do some work first. Like Pap said, you got to do some work before you get that good man, whether that's a good partner in life or a good husband.
Yeah.
Yep.
So there's got to be some purpose behind it, and regardless of what you do, it's got to be some purpose.
And me, in my case, I was single it was 12 years in between my marriages, 12 years. And at one point, after the first marriage, I was in the mindset of, well, I'm not really, it's not that I didn't want no man. I had to get myself together and get my kids in order before I could even decide about looking at another man.
And you did it right, Pat.
And I'm just telling you what I did. And then my youngest daughter, I wasn't planning on trying to do that. I was being a little wild, because I had been in a marriage. I'm single now. I can really do what I want to do, and I'm being honest. I was out being wild, doing my thing. Call it what you want. And then after I had her, and there's no man there, I got 4 kids, so I gotta sit down. If I'm gonna do this by myself, if I'm gonna fix myself to do it by myself, or am I gonna fix myself to maybe attract somebody that might want to help me?
Right.
And my mind frame was, I'm gonna fix myself, and whatever come. That's the way I felt. If don't no man come, don't no man come. If a man come, a man come. And that was my mind frame, because I had to put I had 4 kids, and they had to depend on me.
Yeah.
Well, some women just
get a man, I get a man. If I don't, I don't.
Some women just have a fear of being by themselves, and that's why they jumping from relationship to relationship. You got to be okay with being by yourself.
Yep. It's hard sometimes, but
yeah,
once you get out there and do it,
you can do it.
You can do it.
You can.
It was hard. It's just like when I got with my husband. Me and him was together 5 years before we got married. It was hard for me to step aside and to let him be the man that he could be, because I was so used to taking care of me and my kids by myself.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, you got to grow into that submission. You got to grow into that. Like she said, some women so used to doing it all alone. I don't need a man here. Look what all I've done accomplished without a man being around.
Yeah.
So when a man come in your life and he like, okay, you ain't got to do that. I got that. You confused. You're like, well,
yeah,
how long is it gonna last?
And to this day, and to this very day, it's hard for me to move out the way and let my kids my husband just, I let him have his say. Now, don't get me wrong, but if it's something they need, something they want, whatever, they still, and they know it got to go through him, especially if it's the money. They don't go to him. They come to me for me to go to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were so used to, that's my mama, and you know she gonna take care of me, and I'm just gonna leave it in her hands how
Right.
she gonna take care of me, even as grown-ups. When I be telling
Right.
them, call him, ask him, call him, ask him, and it has got so bad to he come through me to go to them, and they come through me to go to him. We've been together 27 years. I shouldn't have to be the middleman no more.
Right.
The middleman.
Everybody just want to make sure everything all right, everything smooth. But yeah, let's check out this about this hair, y'all. This hair care. I want to ask y'all something about this.
Now, a new investigation by Consumer Reports is raising alarming questions about the safety of synthetic braiding hair. 10 popular synthetic braiding hair products were tested. The results are troubling. Every sample contained carcinogens, chemicals that may cause cancer.
3 of the samples tested positive for benzene, a carcinogen that is highly regulated and discouraged for use in laboratories because of the potential to cause cancer.
So this is also why some people hair be coming out, because I know when I use some kind of braid hair, it make my hair make my head itch, make my hair come out. So
well, we had this conversation before, yeah. And I told you there is a chemical base placed on that synthetic braiding hair. And so what you have to do, and what a good stylist would do, is pre-soak it in apple cider vinegar that lifts the chemical off of the hair. But there's companies who already do that for you, manufacture the hair and sell it to you. I don't think that you could go in any store and get it like that, because they're going to do it the cheap way, the cheap, easy way, and sell you the hair with the chemicals. But if you do your research and you search around online, you can find companies that are taking pride in healthy hair measures.
But what happened to just a natural hair? I mean, why we just can't go back to just wearing our hair? The short, cute. I mean, it's pretty. I've seen pretty short haircuts, and I guess because some men don't like women with short hair. I mean, I don't know.
I ain't gonna knock nobody how they do their hair, because it's each his own. Everybody got their own.
I'm saying
some women don't want to do. Some women don't want to do the straightening comb every day and don't want to add heat every day, so there's protective styling. But if you're going to do protective styling, you got to, get the best hair products that are out there available that your hair can maintain.
I seen a video on Twitter. It's a little young black girl. She young too, and she making braid hair. It's vegan. It's all natural.
Yeah, they got the natural hair. They got the vegan hair product. I mean, the braiding hair, vegan hair products. I mean, you just got to know your hair texture, your hair type.
Why the hell you get some vegan hair though? Vegan hair?
No added chemicals.
Let me tell y'all something that a lot of people don't know. Hemp, not the hemp, the cousin of THC marijuana, was used for a little bit of everything because it's so strong. The stalks of it so strong. And it has healing properties.
Every time Lily would get box braids, and she's a tender-headed type child, so you can't fool with her hair like that. Like, we done had some knockout, drug-out fights behind me trying to do something to her hair, whether it's blow it out straight comb it, but the synthetic hair would itch her scalp so bad. So what I started doing was pre-soaking it in apple cider vinegar, and ever since I've been doing that, she has no issues, no breakouts, no bumps, no tenderness, no hair shedding. I just did my research as a mama, because I'm like, this is the only thing that holds up in her head that I don't got to worry about every day in bright early trying to do her hair for school. And you know what I'm saying? So we keep protective style. I mean, she's got hair down her back. Her natural hair is down her back, but I can't fool with her hair. See, I got too much of it. It's too thick,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all something else about that.
I got to find her.
About that synthetic hair. I wear braids maybe once, twice a year. But my daughters, they wear it. My granddaughter, one just turned 18 the other day, she do her. And I could smell the synthetic hair. It always had a fucking smell to me.
Yeah, it has have a smell, and if you
soak
it, you'll see the white residue lift up off of it. I mean, like if you put it in your rinse bowl, your sink, or I don't know how, you know, the white residue be lifting up off of there. And you be like, damn, all this is on the synthetic hair. I mean, they coat it. They coat it with that stuff.
Anyway, and it's sad. The bad part about it, anyway they can to target us to kill us.
Yeah. Yeah. And anytime a hair store opened up in our neighborhoods, who was running them?
Thank you. I told y'all about the lady. This other little chick, Michi, that I met her at the Black Agenda. When she was in Colorado, it was a black owned hair care store in Colorado, and she was promoting her when she go live, you know, so she could help her get business, you know. It's black hair care. And the lady called me and said, please stop promoting my business because the chain done called and threatened me. I'm getting too much business. They're gonna shut my store down.
But I see them now. They back up doing it business. I be seeing them now online about the curly curl, define your curls, and they got Meet the MEIC, something like that. Yeah, I think I seen that on
MECHEE.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I seen that. They products.
I met her in real life. She was doing the Black Agenda in 2019. She did it 2018, 2019. She came to Houston and I went down there.
Cause what I did was I was gonna lock my hair in. I did for like about 6 months, 7 months. So I decided to take it down. And now I got another new growth. My hair, I got a whole new set of hair on my head, a whole new set of follicles and everything. So now I can just define my hair with some curl activator and be through with it and keep going. I said I'm gonna get my hair cut in style with my little hair like that.
Yeah, I cut out mine off. That's what I said. That's what a lot of people don't understand about me. With the greater hair I got, my hair can grow long. I don't like it long, and I don't comb it. I don't care about.
I've never seen you put out with I've never ever seen you with your hair straight before.
Oh,
I never seen you straight on your hair before.
I got a picture on my wall. Me and my husband took on our 8th anniversary. I had just left the beauty shop the day before, got blow dried and set and curl. I go every now and then. I guess because I grew up in a house watching people sit in chairs getting their hair done because my grandma was a beautician and my mama was a barber. I just don't curl.
Yeah, my mama was a beautician too, and I couldn't stand. Everybody used to come to her to get them damn jerry curls. I used to be like, that stuff's strong and would just fumigate the whole house.
My grandma was old school, press and curl. She gonna do the press and curl. She was old school, had lots of customers. Her and her sister.
My mama still got that old school iron thing that you set the thing in.
Yeah, heater. The heater.
And that big jar of grease. I called it grease, but she said that's pressing oil. Whatever the hell it was. She still got that. And an electrode that she had run through your thing would shock you. She'd run that thing through your scalp to stimulate your hair follicle.
When they come out with the little oven like thing that you set the hot comb up in,
the heater.
She would never use that. She always put hers on the fire.
Yeah, that's called a heater.
You don't use her oven, honey. That thing used to sizzle.
My grandma always
sizzle and beady beads.
When she did her, she did it in the kitchen right beside the stove, and she always did it on the stove.
Cause she the one that told me when back in the day when she was in the shop, they were using a machine to do the sew-ins. It was some type of machine they would use to put your sew-ins in. And I said, "What? We need that right now." Your arms get tired doing a sew-in. Everybody come to me to get their sew-ins, and I'll be like, I can't stand doing them. But
and you know what? This the one thing that get me. We are some very, very intelligent and talented people. But we got so much ratchetness running around the black community, it's just sickening.
You sure right.
That's why it's important to start our show, have our good ideas and different stuff that women talk and stuff like that, and inspiration stuff. Cause shoot, people
I've been
need
sharing it
stuff.
out, friend. I've been sharing it out.
So
I
appreciate
sent a
it.
whole bunch of. I went through my Instagram the other day and shared it to a bunch of my family on Instagram.
I was telling Perp that she should open up a prayer line over there, like so people can call in their prayers, or if they got a loved one that's sick or they sick themselves.
Okay, I got one. I got one question, my sister. Who gonna be doing the praying? You is?
Yeah, I would do it, and anybody else that want to do it.
Okay, you can do it. If somebody want to hit the parent and do it, it'll be fine. Yeah.
I don't mind doing it. I be needing people to pray for me.
Amen.
So, prayer works. It definitely works.
Yeah.
Yep. You right.
And I don't belong. I ain't no affiliation to no religious sect, none of that. No church affiliation. So, I do a lot of soul praying on my own.
Yeah.
And every time I go to God with a prayer, my prayer get answered.
Yep. Me and my brother got into it about the church and the Bible one time because he a preacher. And they always talk about how they all go to church every Sunday. Well, I grew up going to church every Sunday, but when I got big enough to have my own choices, I wasn't in the church every Sunday. Because when I got big enough to have my own choices, I saw all the propaganda and the fuckery, excuse my language, that was going on up in church. And my beliefs wasn't lining with the church.
I left at 18. And it was just too much. I mean, too much.
I couldn't take it. Growing up in the church, and I'm done read the Bible. I done read the Bible now, and looking around what I was taught and what's going on in the church, it was making me mad.
Mm-hmm.
Although I understand that
people be saying. The church is the body. It's you. You are the church.
Yeah. And that's what me and my brother got into it about, because I told him I don't have to go in if I don't feel comfortable going in the church and worshiping with them people. I feel like they taking me to hell. And if I'm gonna go to hell, I can take my own self.
Yeah.
And that me and him used to go around about it. And he would try to quote scriptures, and I'd come right back on him with one to rebut his scripture. He had to break it down. She might not go to church every Sunday, but she know that Bible. Yeah, I read the Bible. I know the Bible. It's some very interesting stories in the Bible. But what I was looking at in church wasn't lining with the Bible, and I didn't need them people to help take me to hell, because if I felt like I'm going to hell, I take myself.
Better say.
And that's the way I felt. The preacher supposed to be the one you look up to. He supposed to be the head of the church. And you time church out, you ride the building and you see him feeling on your anus. I understand you're a man, but if you're gonna feel on my anus, don't do it at the church. Do it somewhere else.
See, I need one of them. I need one of 80. I need one of pastors, one of preachers that's 80 years old that's gonna take their time and go take their time. And you already know he ain't doing no cheating on mama over there. He gonna make sure everything all right. But them young pastors, oh hell no! I wouldn't fool them now.
The pastor that I grew up under, child, he was a piece of work. And when my mother was going through her divorce from my father was obsessed with getting my mother back. So, they were like, if he call here, don't tell him she's here. Stuff like that. And my dad called that church one Sabbath, and he answered that phone, and he said, "Oh, yes, your wife is here." And my God family jumped over that table at that man. It was the biggest brawl that the church had ever seen. I'm telling you, they was ready to put elbows, knees, hands, and feet and fists on that man. And I'm telling you, that did something to me, because I'm like, the pastor's supposed to protect you, And he was like, well, if she didn't want her husband to find her, why she come to church? Like, persecuted my mother for coming to church. Why she's going through a divorce. And she was very much well within her means of, through the court of law and the eyes of God, to be granted a divorce.
And the church supposed to be a safe haven, ain't it?
Supposed to be. But that man said, yeah, your wife is here. Let me get her for you. I said, yeah, gone. Like, So I told my mother at 18, I said, I'm church hurt. I'm out of here. I can't do this.
And my auntie that just lost her husband, that's the one I told y'all about. She sitting, I didn't know wasn't paying no attention because I had zoned out of church a long time ago. But when I was living with my grandma, I was 21, 22. You have to go to church. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I didn't know what was going on until my grandma was talking about it. She said, yeah, every time Cal get up there in that pulpit, he go to hooping and the hollering and the jumping. I look over there, and Maya got her legs wide open. So the next Sunday, I'm scoping it out. I'm gonna see what little mama talking about. That we call my grandma little mama. So when he got up there, he got the hooping and the hollering. My auntie played the piano. He got the hooping and the hollering. She just turned around on the piano stool and opened her legs. And I just went to cracking up and laughing. I was killing myself here. My grandma told my other auntie, get her out of here, because she knew what I was laughing at. It was like 20 years later before they got married. They had a baby and everything, but it was like 20 years later before they got married.
But at least he married the leg owner.
Yep. They had a baby first. Because I'm like, I wasn't paying no attention until my grandma said it. And when she said it, that next Sunday, I made it my business to pay attention. And when he hold up. And Mike turned around and pulled that skirt up there over her legs. And I'm like, Lord have mercy. I just fell out laughing. And I was about to disturb the church. I was laughing so hard, I couldn't hold it in. And my grandma told my older lady, get her out of here. Get her out of here now. It was funny to me because I had seen all the playing on the outside of the church. After church, you at my grandma's house every Sunday. Y'all back there locked up in the room and everything. And my grandma went to Alaska. It might have been about 25 years later because my cousin, I think he 31, 32. And my grandma went to, this about 7, 8 years ago, my grandma went to Alaska, and when she come back, they was married.
Man, I didn't waste no time. Okay. She doing a whole bunch of leg. Oh, I guess it was worth the while and worth the wait.
Yeah, he after the baby was born, he had went and got remarried, and that's why I tried to kill him. Shot him in the head. And that didn't take him out. A heart attack took him out Super Bowl Sunday.
What Super Bowl Sunday?
This past one.
What?
So they was sitting there at my cousin. It's my cousin that got cerebral palsy. It's her mama. And they was at her house because they had took her home after church and said they was finna go home so he could watch the Super Bowl, and he slumped over. And my auntie couldn't get him to the hospital in time.
Oh, sorry about the golly. I didn't know that good.
I went the week before that. 2 weeks before that, my little nephew set himself on fire.
How he doing?
He doing all right. He mad at me. He hung up in my face.
I know you gave him the business. That's why he hung up in your face, Lord have mercy.
I did give him the business. I did because, like I told him, I'd rather cry with you than cry over you.
Right.
And you 26 years old. Yeah, I understand you having problems in your head and with your mama, but you chose to go in that bathroom. You chose to pour that alcohol on you. You chose to set it on fire. So you got to ask yourself why you did that. And I was just speaking the truth to him. Now, you ain't got to explain to me and nobody else. You got to explain that to yourself because you chose to do that.
But did nobody see no cry out before he did it to himself? Or nobody didn't see?
We all seen it. We all seen it. He didn't want to listen. His mama got his head so fucked up. I told him at my grandma's funeral. I told him he turned 25 in December 2023. February 2024, my grandma died. At the funeral, I told him to let it go. I said, Shamar, let it go. Let it go. You're a grown man, let it go. Hey, Papa. I said, Shamar, let it go. He said, hey, Papa, I just walked off. Because it comes a point in time you got to take responsibility for yourself. And we all been holding your hand. Especially me, I've been the main one holding your hand, fighting for you, fighting against your mama with you. The whole 9 yards, checking your mama the whole 9 yards, telling her the business. That's one reason why me and her don't get along, because I've been taking up for him all his life. But it comes a point in time.
Do you have any kids, Pap? Do you have any kids?
He confused. He don't know if he want to be a boy or girl.
Okay, but that's crazy though. I hate he did that. I hate somebody couldn't get to him in time, but he like he want to argue with y'all too. At the same time, you trying to talk to him, he want to argue with y'all.
That's what my brother said. When they went down, when they called me and asked me did I want to go, I couldn't go because I couldn't look at him like that. I can't look at him like that. And my brother said he was down there and he was trying to talk to him, and he kept coming up the same excuses you've been saying.
I'm jumping down, but it was really not fun talking to you and Pap. I appreciate y'all.
Okay, baby. Okay, appreciate
you steady talking about the same stuff. Oh, the same stuff. When you gonna let it go? You can't move forward if you steady looking backwards.
Yeah.
You
You
take
know,
that, you grip it, and you say, I'm like, case in point. My ex-husband hit me in the head with an iron. It didn't destroy me for men. I took that and ran with it. I'm taking it in stride. I'm a survivor of domestic violence. I'm not finna let that stop me. I'm finna keep on moving and prove to him everything that I felt like I want to do and everything I feel like I can do, I'm gonna do it. You didn't stop nothing.
All men don't think the same. You got some that think fucked up, but you got some that think the real natural way. But the thing about that is find the real ones. Is find the real ones. So you got your real one. The only thing is finding the real one. You see what I'm saying? That's the problem. It's gonna stick by you no matter what's gonna be in there with you, hanging there with you, like you hanging. You know, we all know that a woman gonna hang with a man as long as that man hanging with that woman. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
At some point in time, these women get to where they want to undermine these damn men. That they can save money and do this, do that, but men, they be knowing, but they just don't want to face it sometimes what you doing. So they let the shit go on with them and get so bad. Then that's when it get out of hand. But I'm telling you now.
A lot of times the women don't see the red flag. And then you also got women forget about who they really are when they get with that man. That's how come a lot of men take control of a woman. Of course, he the head of the house. Of course, he the one supposed to be doing all this. But you don't forget about who you are and put everything in his hands.
But you have these women, but that want to control every damn thing. They want to control everything. You got women that want to run a man. I mean, control everything. You got those women that want to wear the pants and let the men's wear the dress like some women. I'm gonna go to work. You gonna stay at home. You gonna babysit. You know, you gonna cook it. You gonna clean. You know, now let that man go to work and do what he's supposed to do on the outside of the house. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you ain't supposed to work. We're gonna have to come together and we're gonna make things big when we come together. But you know, no, girl. I think some of these women got confused. And some of these men, because now some of these men go and move in with a woman, don't want to do nothing, sit around, play PlayStation, eat the food, flick it on remote control, flick the remote control on the TV, turn the lights on and off and stuff, and lay up and kick it and shit. Don't want to do nothing, but she out struggling and making money, but then he don't want to give her no help. So it's going both ends. But I've been seeing more on the men, but here lately it's been the women that I've been seeing doing a lot of fuckery toward the men.
A lot of them men that don't want to do nothing, sit at home, play on the video game, that's because they don't know what to do. If you just sit back, I did my little research.
What you mean don't know what to do? What
they
you mean?
Had no man to show them what to do. They think they're supposed to sit at home and play videos because a lot of them. I did my little research. I kept hearing people talking about it, and I love my black men, and I'm hearing black men say this. So, you know, I look around my family, and a lot of them that lay up and play video games and don't want to work. That's because that's what they did at their mama house, and their mama ain't made them get out and go get no job. They made them stand up, be no man. She done took care of him, patted him on his damn head, just like my daughter doing my grandson, and I get mad about that. No, he can't take care of you if he can't take care of himself.
Yeah. I understand that. That's why I be so upset when these young men be out here unaliving folks and fighting and showing their natural butts and stuff, because these older men ain't took the time, ain't tried to take no time to mentor these young boys. And I mean, just like say for instance, okay, my homegirl got 3 boys and 2 girls. Now, and she got a man that's always older, he over there bouncing up and down, her feet hitting the ceiling fan, and he eating and stuff and kicking and stuff and laughing, he and ha. But at the same time, is he over there showing how them young boys how to be a young man? Instead of just coming in out, just screwing mama, coming in out the door and slaying up, watching TV like you just said, playing video games and talking crap to the mama, calling her H's and O's and B's and H's and stuff. So, I blame somewhat of the black men that lays up on their mother, and I blame the daddies because they ain't getting their young men and raising the right way, and just letting them just let stay at home with the mama, and let the mama raise them. And sometimes the mamas can't even control their damn young boys. They scared of them.
In my opinion, you can't blame the man, because if you look at it, let's take it down the timeline. Timeline.
All right now.
We was teenagers in the 80s, right?
Mm-hmm.
And most of us had a 2-parent home. Might have been your real daddy, might have been your stepdaddy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in the 80s, early 90s, when they start locking up all the black men, taking them out the house, you can get the welfare and the food stamps. Mm-hmm. You can get the welfare and the food stamp if the man ain't in the house. The man can't be there. You won't let him there. So it's all by design. You got to pay attention to it. 80s, 90s, you locking up anything a black man do, black woman, for that fact, she getting time. She getting a felony. She getting time. You leaving the woman or the man at home to raise the kids by herself. There's no man there. Then you put it in the man's head that you don't want to raise nobody else's kids. That ain't your job. When in the black folks, we always have said it take a village to raise them. But in the 90s, 2000s, you don't want to raise that. She just laying up having babies. You don't want to raise no other man face. So all them that didn't go to jail, they drilled it in their head that they ain't gonna raise nobody else's kids. So it ain't just like it's naturally evolved that way. Them people had a hand in it.
So they took everything. They took over everything.
They seen with us as teenagers. We was the first part of that segregation shit. But when we got into segregation, we seen these people ain't trained. These people still raising. They still don't care nothing about us. We still getting the short end of the stick, and we going to school with them every day. So they had to do our kids. We was gonna teach them. Them white people don't care nothing about you at that school. Go up to that school and like somebody was sister, try not to get in no trouble. Because we found out that it was all a lie. So when they figured out that we figured out it was a lie, they had to get our kids. So therefore, they take the daddies away from them. They lock the daddies up, leave the mom to take care of. A woman can't raise no man.
That's what Tori said. A woman can't raise a boy. That's what Tori said.
That's what Tori said. She can rear him, help him to get to be an adult, but she cannot teach him how to be a man. Just like all she can do is teach him what a woman expects of a man. And if the mama don't know what to expect from a man because she didn't have no daddy in there, what's she gonna teach him?
Yeah. What a cycle gonna be broken at? See
we
I try
we trying to break the cycle because we talking about it. We trying to do different. We notice we done recognize the problem. That like I didn't recognize the problem, and I stay on my daughter about my grandson. He ain't got to sit up in there with you if he don't want to. If he want to go get a job, go get him. Go let him go get a job. He shouldn't have to go get no job just to help you out because you laying on your ass. Now I'm just keeping it real, and I don't know who don't like it.
Right. I had 2 boys. I raised them best of my knowledge. Both daddy was there. Gavin daddy was there. My older son daddy was there till I moved to Dallas. But I didn't raise him by myself, and not only that, I had my uncles, I had my brothers. You see what I'm saying? I had my dad's brothers, you know, and stuff, and cousins and stuff. They were boys and stuff. So I had help with my son. So yeah, you know, it's you know, I gave him the best tools that I knew as a woman, and then I also taught him to take tools as far as me learn how to cook, sew, and things like that. As far as a man who's gonna need them things as his own, because I felt like that. I know I'm a woman myself, and I know that women would get mad at a man and say, and she know that he can't cook and that he depends on her to eat. She would say, "I'm not gonna cook for you. I'm not gonna cook you shit. You gonna piss me off. Cook for yourself." You know what I'm saying? So I taught my son to go out and learn how to cook, bake, wash, clean, do everything for himself. See, but because I knew how a woman was, see, I try to get my best to give my son the tools that I knew the things that a woman would do to a man, so and what things that a man would need as far as a woman. But I try to raise it to the best of my knowledge as a young man. But then, like I said, I had my uncles, my brothers, and things like that. So it's important for a man to be in that young man's life somewhere down the line, because he may need that man for when they have to tie a tie, or want to talk about the intercourse, or how his life going, about getting a job, or you know how you present yourself. You know, sometimes those young boys really be needing somebody, but they be crying out, but ain't nobody there. Ain't nobody there. When they cry, ain't nobody there.
The first 7 years of my life, I was in my grandma's house. My grandma and my grandpa, they married. They had 8 kids, 6 girls, 2 boys. My grandma always, it wasn't no, this a girl's job, this a boy's job. It was whoever she told to go in there and wash them dishes. It was whoever she told to go in there and cook. Because she said when it came to her boys, she wanted them to know how to cook and clean and take care of kids and take care of babies, because you never know, they might get a wife, the wife might pass, or the wife might leave him, and he's stuck with the kids. He need to know how to take care of the kids. And my papa was there to show us what a man was supposed to do in the house. When he got ready to go cut them yards, it didn't matter, because I done went with my papa, and that's part of the reason why I do it now. My papa and my mama. My mama used to go with my papa to cut grass. My uncles used to go with my papa to cut grass. Whoever wanted to go, you get, so you be self-sufficient. That's the way they looked at it. It wasn't no man job. It wasn't the man job was to take care of the family, yeah. And the wife's job was to nurture the family, yeah. I saw that.
That's right. That's right.
But as far as dishes, it wasn't just the girls in there washing dishes. I seen my uncle get a whooping for talking back to my grandma for not washing dishes. I saw that. She whooped his ass, and he was about 16 years old. Because she told him to wash dishes. He turned around talking shit. She got that switch and went in there. I'll never forget that. Because it wasn't no girl job and no boy job. If she told one of them girls to go out there and take that trash and start that trash fire burn, you go out there and take that trash and you start that trash burn, and then I'm gonna send my papa Amos, I'm gonna send him out there to watch the fire. And that's the way, from what I saw. Now I ain't saying, because I know I made mistakes, I ain't perfect, but that's the way I raised my boys when I was by myself. Ain't no girl job, ain't no boy job. All y'all gonna clean up and all y'all gonna take care of each other.
Right.
My oldest son, when I got with my husband, my oldest son, he's 16 years old, you got chores. You take out the trash, wash the dishes, keep your room clean. If you can't take my trash out, you can't wash the dishes, you can't eat my food, get your ass out that door.
Yeah.
You told me you couldn't take the trash. I'm not gonna take trash out, I'm not gonna wash no dishes. Well, if you can't do that, and that's all I ask you to do, take trash out, wash dishes, keep your room clean. You need to go away, go out that door. Because I'm not going to hold your hand. You're a man. I'm trying to show you how to take care of yourself. And when his first baby mama, her mama, TJ be cleaning my house, and he be cooking, and he be doing everything. I said, tell TJ get his ass out and get a damn job. That's for your jamming to do, cook and clean while he out working.
Yeah, a man supposed to be on outside working.
That was my son. I told her, I have to tell that nigga get his ass out, go get a job. He ain't got no business up in there cooking and cleaning unless that's just what he want to do. But as far as doing it every day, no, he need to be on somebody's job, because your daughter finna have a baby that belongs to him, and that's his job to take care of it.
Yeah, You know, that's why it's important for us to get that channel started so we can talk to the young queens and get their minds right. I mean, because it's a lot of things that they ain't getting taught at home, don't know, you know. I don't think we can motivate and things like that. You know, I mean, I don't, you know, I don't know. It's crazy. But yeah, let me put my one kid up for the day. I didn't forget my kid, my missing kid. It might be too small for y'all to read. I don't know. That wind blowing hard, Pat. Dang.
Oh, yeah.
15-year-old girl from Brailbane CBD police are seeking urgent public assistance to help locate her. She been missing since February the 3rd, y'all. Last seen at Brailbane CBD on February the 2nd, I believe it is, or the 3rd, but has not been seen or heard from since. So if y'all seen this young lady, you know, just let somebody know. You know, that's my one kid for the day. I try to do one kid trying to go live, Pap.
That's good. Make people aware of what's going on, because there's a whole lot of human trafficking going on.
TT said history has taught us that the Black family dynamic was torn apart as a goal to remove the fathers and replace them with government dependency. It's been a conspiracy against Blacks. That was my point.
Yep, TT right. And the reason why they did, and the part of the reason why they did that was because they seen how a lot of the Black boys that was fighting in the civil rights and fighting them folks back, they could go home to mama and daddy. And if they knew they was bold enough to stand up, somebody at home was teaching them to stand up for their rights. And of course, it was the man. So we got to take him out. You right, TT, you right.
She said, Black women even today feel as though a man isn't needed. That is totally wrong.
That's how it's wrong, because you need a man. First of all, now don't get me wrong, if you LGBTQIA, that's your business. But I proved to a certain people that how and why a woman needed a man. And I had to tell my daughter, she looked at me so funny, but she thought about it after I said it. I said, you see how when Kira, her little friend, got with that girl, she got poison real. You could blow her, she'll fall over. And I watched this little girl grow up. She got real skinny. When she decided to get with a man, little booty started sticking out even more. Little titties got a little plump. You got a little round. Because you need that man. You need a woman need the estrogen just like the man. Need the testosterone from a man just like a man need the testosterone from a woman.
Right. Hey, Tar.
I said, look, every time, case of point, I said that wasn't the only thing I showed. I said, case of point, when my husband go to jail, I get skinny as hell because I ain't getting no relations. When he get out of jail, I start putting my weight back on, start rounding back out. I'm getting relations.
Yeah, and you're happy. You're happy. You can see every be happy with a man. You gain weight, you get plump. Y'all just running, just love it, touching, feeling, touching on each other and stuff. And he smiling at you, you smiling at him, you goo-gooing, and he goo-gooing, gaga.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Miss Perk. What you talking about?
That man, that woman, shit.
No, I'm saying, what you talking about? You talking about that jailhouse stuff?
Not just relations, period. You know, when you in love with somebody, you get the googly eye and stuff, shoot.
Yeah, y'all get close, and you know what I'm saying, like get close to each other. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm glad you're here. I'm glad Pep here. So it's just a question, just a question, just throw out there. So
yeah,
Troy, you're a Black man.
Yeah.
And so I want to know, why is it that it's so quick for a Black man to want to date a Caucasian woman than he would rather date his own race? Why is that?
No.
When they get little money, they get big head. They head get swole. They don't even look back.
That ain't what it is.
What is? Come on,
in my opinion, you always want what you can't have. And back in the day, it was against the law to eating food with them white women. So when they integrated everything, and the dude I watched, Jason Black, he can surely explain it good. Them all niggas wanted the interaction of sex, and they ran toward the white women, and then they made it look like it's so cool to be with a white woman, and media, TV, everything made the black woman look like she got an attitude, lied, and everything. Yeah. Where that attitude and the lie was what the black men was liking at first. Then the society made that a bad thing, so they want to run over here to this white woman because it's something you ain't had and you couldn't have it at one point. Now you can have it, and that's what you want when you ain't got no business with it.
Yeah, that's what King Kong was about. The movie or whatever. That's what King Kong was about. You know what I'm saying? King Kong was a big black nigga or whatever, you know what I'm saying, but wanted to,
And Tori, the King Kong you saw was a remake. Because the first King Kong was black and white.
Yes, come on,
That's
girl.
what I'm saying. No, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not discriminating. I'm not discriminating
I know
or whatever.
you're not. What I'm saying, this is what I'm saying to you, Tori. That
No,
movie was
because
made a long
we got a
time
sister
ago.
on here.
That movie was made a long time ago, and they was telling you then.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying
that's
now,
what I'm saying about being in black and white.
I'm just saying, but we got a sister on here though. You know what I'm saying? We can't discriminate or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But like, I see what you're saying or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause like my daddy, he had brought me up. Like he didn't put me as no racist or whatever, but he was like, no, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't dog the sisters and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, okay.
That was one thing, because my daddy be 78 years old, and he was what the dude I listened to, he would be considered an old nigga. But there was one thing about my daddy, and a lot of them that grew up during that time, they didn't have nothing for them white girls, because they knew that was poison.
Yeah,
so all you gotta do is cry, and you going to jail.
Yeah, a lot of them do
that. How old your daddy was supposed to be?
What?
How old your daddy was supposed to be?
My daddy lived to see June. He'll be 78 years old.
Okay, my daddy was born in 56.
My dad was born in 47.
Yeah.
My dad was born in 1947. My mom was born in 1948.
My mama just turned 78. Her birthday, she born in 47. Mm-hmm. She'll probably see you. Yeah.
Your mama's still alive?
No, her birthday now.
My mama and daddy still alive.
Their parents is. TT said, Pab, he calling black men gorillas or what?
that what it sound like to me, TT.
No, that ain't what I'm saying. No, hell no. See, you see how she do me? No.
He be hard on you. He can be hard on you.
I'm just trying to get confirmation. I'm just saying I'm trying to get confirmation. You know what I'm saying? No, she can't do me like that. That's cold. No, no. But what you call? You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I had a cousin that just passed in December. You know what I'm saying? He was, I mean, he was his name Ricky Henderson.
See, Tori, in my family, it was longevity in my family. My grandma just died last year in February. If she had made it to August of 2024, she would have been 100 years old.
Yeah.
And she was still in her right mind. I think when they told me how they felt, I think she just got tired. And most of them do when they get that age, they get tired.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And my grandma, my great grandma, my grandma mama, she died when she was 93. I was 12 years old. So I knew my great grandma, my grandma. I knew my great grandpa. He died when I was 5. But I knew him. And his longevity in our family. Like my mama had a stroke in 2012 and she's still kicking. She in the wheelchair.
My granny lived to
Okay, cause I had a home, but he had a stroke. He was 43 or whatever, and he gone.
In 2012, my mama had a stroke one day. My daddy got shot the next day. And both of them still kicking.
Hold on, what?
Yep, my daddy girlfriend shot him in the leg.
What?
Dad, yep. Quit playing over there with them folks. The
girlfriends. Man, that's some cold ass shit.
And both of them still kicking. Both of them still kicking. My daddy, he walked with a limp, but he still walk around talking. He, as he say, drinking wine, feeling fine, talking shit all the time. That's his word.
Come on now, daddy.
I can't stand you, perp. I can't stand.
That's what he say. That's what my daddy say. Ask him how he doing. He say, I'm drinking wine, feeling fine, talking shit all the time.
All right.
That's what he say.
I know she ain't lying now, cause I hang around a lot of old people like that. But you know what I'm saying? But nah, but you know what I'm saying? Like my daddy, birthday. No, I'm saying my daddy's birthday was February 28th.
Okay, my mom was February 26th. All right, let's go Pisces season.
Yeah, Pisces. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm Capricorn. You know what I'm saying? Capricorn and Pisces, they the same.
I'm gonna tell you something else about my daddy. My daddy served in Vietnam and came home without a scratch.
Yeah. But what's called you said Vietnam, right?
Yeah, my daddy was in Vietnam when I was born.
Yeah, that was during the late 60s.
Vietnam kicked off in 1965 and it ended in 1971.
Yeah. I had uncles and stuff that was, you know what I'm saying?
All my daddy brothers went to the service but one, and the one that didn't go, he shot himself in the foot so he wouldn't have to go.
Oh no, girl. I mean, you tell me about that.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm saying I got an uncle that was a sniper, you know what I'm saying, during that time. And then nobody
my daddy said he cussed out the captain. He cussed out the captain. The captain told him, he said he caught him in his office and he had a rebel flag behind his desk. And he asked him, because my daddy itty bitty, he real lived, just like me. And he said, he gonna tell him, boy, you see that flag behind my desk? And my daddy said, yeah, I see it. He said, you know what that flag mean? He said, he told the captain, I take that flag and wrap your ass up in it and whoop your ass. Said the white boy, and said the captain, so if he man enough to stand here and talk to me like that, make him an MP. Because my daddy was a whole rat. Before that, he was a whole rat. He was itty bitty, so they was making him dig the holes that they was hiding off in because he was little. And after he talked shit to that captain, they made him MP. My daddy done been to jail about 5 or 6 times for DWI. He might stay 30 days and get out because he know how to talk to him. He was an MP.
TT said her daddy served in Vietnam and never came back batshit crazy.
My mama said my dad was batshit crazy before he went. Let my mama tell
you. I believe it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Cause like, man, like, hold on. I don't know. Like it was like 2016 or whatever. Like we didn't find out. You know what I'm saying? My uncle was. You know what I'm saying? Was a sniper.
A sniper?
But, yeah.
A lot of them come back still shock and they didn't like talking about it. But when my daddy get drunk, he talk about it all the time.
Yeah, that's how he was. That's how he was, cause he was like weird. You know what I'm saying? Like he was like weird or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then my uncle, like I didn't go to the front or whatever, but when my uncle came back or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause he from Louisiana, and then he was like, hey, he was like, you know, Uncle Bebe, that's his name, Uncle Bebe. He was like, man, do you know he was a sniper?
Yeah.
I was like, no. I was just like, that's why he was. acting all kind of weird, you know what I'm saying, around us or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like he had all kind of medals and shit.
Sure, I'm
And-
married to an expert marksman. He said the only reason why he didn't get the sniper because he was going to sniper school is when he fell and hurt his kidneys in the army and he got out. He said that's the only thing he didn't get the certification for being a sniper. But he was going to sniper school when he was out when he got left the army. He an expert marksman. So do you actually think I really want to make that nigga I'm laying on side of me mad? Although I do it, I'm good at. I can run him hot. I can run him hot. But do
Yeah.
you think I should be trying? But he don't keep no gun.
Tiki said her dad had too much Agent Orange exposure. It went
Yep.
to his brain. She said she think. Dang.
Yep, it ate up my dad's voice box. He had to have surgery on his voice box. He had cancer of the throat.
Okay. Nah, I wasn't trying to, you know what I'm saying, open no wounds or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't opening no wound to when I get on here, when I'm woke to get on here, I like sharing my I like sharing what I got. I don't be talking to try to make myself look good. I just be sharing what I got. And I've been an intuitive person. I've been what the black folks call nosy all my life. I want to know what's going on.
Yeah. I'm glad you said it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Cause like, I know a lot about Black history. You know what I mean? And it's people be helping me and everything, and that's all I've been you know what I'm saying, surrounded by.
We need to know our history. That's why my granddaughter came home. She talk about Amelia. When she learned something, she'd come home and tell me. Amelia Earhart. She was the first woman pilot that went around the world. I said no, she wasn't. No, she wasn't. I said Bessie Coleman was the first female pilot, and she had to leave the United States to go get her life. She looking at me, so I come in here and got the Black History card and I showed it to her. I said, and she kin to Uncle Dooney.
Yeah.
The first one. That's the first one they teach y'all. Bessie Coleman was the first woman to get a pilot's license, and she had to go to England to get it.
Yeah. That's the other thing too. That I did put y'all up on or whatever. It's national history one.
Who? What?
National hemisphere hemisphere man, I'm like I like Boosie or whatever. You know what I'm saying? What's the name of that? Hemisphere. History. Yeah, there you go. History. It's national history month for y'all.
For y'all.
I'm just saying. Look.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah. Me and friend, we
Oh, it's national history month for y'all.
Yeah, because we from like okay, y'all were born in the 80s. We was teenagers in the 80s. So everything that went on in the 80s is history for y'all, but we lived it. Like when they dropped that
That's what I'm saying.
when they dropped that bomb in Philadelphia on them black people. On Mother's Day, on my birthday, May the 13th, 1985. I remember when it happened. And they had a black mayor that signed off on it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying though,
A lot of people didn't know that.
no, I did not. Sprinkle me. I'm just saying, like
at the time, Philadelphia had a black mayor. He signed off on it.
you ain't talking about Marion Barry, is you?
No, Marion Barry was the mayor of Washington, D.C.
DC, yeah. Cover that prostitute.
I couldn't stand his ass. He was dirty. He was dirty as
I don't
hell.
know why Marion Barry was shit. He put them black folks on, and that's the reason why they set his ass up. Because in Washington, D.C., when he became mayor, he started giving the contracts out to the black folks. Black folks couldn't get no contract city contract, none of that before Marion Berry became the mayor. And he started telling them how the ins and outs was working in government and was handing out. When black folks wanted to open up business, they got the license, whatever they wanted. He put black folks on. That's why they sent that prostitute in there with that crack. And all them people,
I knew
all them people
Oh,
in Washington, D.C. knew it was a setup because after all that went on, they went right back and reelected him as mayor again.
I remember that.
well, what I'm just saying though, like Chris Rock say, man, I don't know. No,
They set that man up though. It was funny, but then they said they did set him up. They did do some crazy shit to that man. That was crazy.
Bob said, "Oh, Miss Perp, Miss Perp." I was just saying, like, if I get caught, you know what I'm saying, like with cloudy, you know what I'm saying, with cloudy, you know what I'm saying. I don't know how else to say it. If I got caught with some cloudy piss,
Mhm.
and I'm working at Walmart, you know what I'm saying, I'm finna get fired. If I get caught with some platter piss, you know what I'm saying? If I'm working at UPS or whatever. This dude was the mayor of DC.
I mean, my thing is, so what, he got caught with prostitutes. So what, Bill Clinton up Monica Lewinsky such as ding-a-ling-a-ling-a. I mean, they hear it just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it was old Barry. It's a setup though, and I don't know
And
why he didn't see it up coming. I don't know why he didn't see it coming. Pal. I mean, he fell right up into the lap. He just fell into it. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why he didn't think right.
that's what I'm saying. And that's what he was saying when he got caught. He was like, man, like that chick done set me up. That chick done set me up. But at the same time, he
He
should have
set
been doing
himself up.
yeah, but he should have been doing that stuff anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like
He's a
like dog.
man, ain't he?
No,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like I'm finna be scared of my wife. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't finna be doing that.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Well, y'all, sure, I've been on here almost 3 hours, y'all. Shoot, we've been giggling, gagging, and shoot. TT said she going live on Thursday. And enlighten us on some things that we need to talk about.
Yeah. Y'all been doing good on that. I mean, make the say it, but y'all been doing good.
Yeah. Yeah, Tara, tell your homegirls, your aunties, your homeboys, friends, and sisters now to come on over and we're gonna be having a new channel for women, you know what I'm saying? It's just, gonna enlighten each other about different things and share some women thoughts and things like that. Women talk with things that need to be done right now and everything. So but yeah. Anything you want to say before we get up off here though?
Yeah, I'm be at the bushes on that whatever y'all got going on.
That's right.
I wouldn't feel right, but you know what I'm saying. But I don't subscribe or whatever, and everybody else subscribe too.
Yeah, and
Mm.
y'all make sure y'all donate to the Cash App so we can get everything done that we're gonna be done for the we're trying to for the kids, get everything done for the kids, and also we're gonna be feeding the homeless pretty soon. And Pappy getting her a pair of wheels pretty soon. So we're gonna be out to them streets having business this summer and and things like that. No, Friday. Oh, she said Friday. My bad. TT said Friday. TT go live on Friday, y'all. Friday. Well, she go
Okay.
live Friday. I'll be back on Thursday then, y'all. I'll be back Thursday. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've been working or whatever you know what I'm saying, but I'm gonna be there for y'all though. You know what I'm saying? The best way I can.
Yeah, teacher said she got back-to-back appointments tomorrow, so she need to recuperate Thursday. I know what you mean, girl. Them appointments can make you tired, but yeah, so TT gonna go live Friday. I'm gonna go live on Thursday, release the stuff and everything, and into my stream yard and everything. But yeah, we're gonna be doing some things, and y'all want to donate the beans and rice cups. We're gonna need a table, spoons, forks, Gatorade, water, cornbread, I guess the ham, how to put the ham hock off in the meat, off in the beans or whatever. We're gonna do something like that, and If we can't get everything for back to school, we just have a big old thing for feeding the homeless and things like that. But hope we get everything for the back to school together, and we can have a big come out, maybe a bouncy house, and like I said, 2 grills on both sides, one for the kids and one for the unfortunate ones, and we just have a good time and things like that. And if you want to donate, you can donate things to food and beans and rice and things like that to 9301 Forest Lane, Dallas, Texas 75243. If you want to donate food for curbside pickup and I can pick it up, just let me know. Email me at VinoEntertainmentTV@gmail.com. If you want Cash App, you can Cash App everything to capital V as in Victor at Vino Entertainment TV. And also, if you're a donator, you can also donate $5 to $10 a week. You can get our money up to where we need to be. Also, y'all, we also need to, like I said, support the other channel, get everybody out to, especially for women, women with young girls that need to be taught things and need to be told things. And sometimes young girls don't want to hear from their mama. Sometimes they have to hear from somebody else to really listen to somebody. See what I'm saying? So we can do that. We're gonna have a prayer line and just maybe just coffee dates, auditorium dates and hangout dates and bowling dates and picnic dates and things like that. So we're gonna do that. You welcome, TT. You welcome. Yeah, rest in peace, Emmitt and Angela Stone. Yeah, y'all. And we hope everybody done. With Angie, I hope that everybody just decide to get an autopsy and don't just let it ride like that. My goodness. I don't know. Anything you want to say, Pat, before we get up out of here, sister? And there was your phone ringing back there a while ago.
Everybody keep their head on swivel. I'm sorry, I had to take that phone call. Everybody keep their head on swivel. Each one teach one. Peace out.
All right. Any last words you want to say, my brother Tari?
No, thank you for them come up on here. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you and Miss Phelps and and all your you know what I'm saying, your mods and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Everything all good. And that's it.
Right. Well, I'll see y'all on Thursday, and TT will see y'all on Friday. Y'all show some love and support our challenge, y'all. Out there in Butch, y'all send them to y'all friends and cousins and stuff. And not only that, y'all make sure y'all like, share, subscribe over here and over to TT's and CK. CK. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who live, but I know now my wife was live earlier, but I think she probably ain't live now. I don't know. But anyway, y'all know our motto. Where you going to, Tori? Where you for stroll to?
Yeah. If you can't love yourself, you know what I'm saying. You can't love, you know what I'm saying. You can't love nobody else.
Already, y'all. And we out. We're gonna leave on my brother Tori note, y'all. And we out of here. Peace.